Hello, hello? Is this thing on? 10 minutes early, dog? I actually usually start early because I get bored. Because I just sit here and I wait and I get bored. Hello, Memo. Hello, Earth of Darius. Hello, Colin. Hello, Ode Marvel. Hello, Mad. Hello, Gale. Hello, Corrupted Knight. Hello, Sebastian. Hello, Six Pack Banger Thumbnail. Thanks, man. Please tell me he's crashing out over the Amnesia thing. He's not, like... I'm exaggerating a little bit. But he was not happy, yeah. Is not happy. Thank you for the bronze membership, by the way, Urto Darius. I appreciate that. Hello, Zazrak. Hello, Nathan. Hello, DV. It was lonely not having a stream yesterday. I'm sorry, guys. It was like, it's like the funniest possible episode for Jordan to not be able to make it. Like, it's like literally, it's the funniest one. Episode 7 of all episodes is the one he's like, damn, sorry, something came up, I can't make it today. Just fucking insane timing, but we're here now though. That's fun. Will we ever get web novel discussions at the end of streams ever again? Didn't I do one like 2 weeks ago? It wasn't that long ago. The reason I don't really like tacking it on at the end of the stream is primarily because one, if an anime only like doesn't know that we've switched, they're gonna join and have their lives ruined. And two, if I change the title, it changes the title for the VOD too, which is like really fucking annoying. It's funny seeing some reactors being mad at the Amnesia cliffhanger. It's so authentic to the LN. I know, that's why, like, my goal with Jordan's kind of like my little lab rat. I'm just not gonna push him in any direction. I will at most just say like, well, I like the arc, you know, so like let him cook. Um, but also like, I'll also probably like dip into my bag a little bit. The Arc 6 Phase 2 video I made like 3 years ago, because I'm basically like an anime only like him at that point, right? Annie News versus Echidna versus Azaretha HS. Well, I lose. I might as well not even be included in that because I don't win. So. Both their channels are significantly bigger than me. Significantly. We still calling Amnesia Subaru Nubaru, or is there a new name? I like calling him Nubaru. I have been seeing people, like random people on the internet, call him Nubru, and I had never seen that before, and I'm wondering, like, oh shit, did they get that from me? I hope so, dude. I think Nubru is a much better title than Amnesia Baru. Nubru is so much better. Are you rereading chapters before they appear in the episodes? Yeah. I mean, I have to for my videos, right? As the stream started only now? Actually 5 minutes ago, so kind of late, but it's fine. Why did you delete the rest of your Arc 6 videos? Oh? I don't think I did, man. They're like I get comments on those videos every day. Oh my god, my Phase 3 video has had such a spike in views for obvious reasons. Arc 6 Phase 6 was available a few years ago, but I can't find the rest. Well, there is no Phase 6. That might be part of the problem. Whoa! How much are you banking on Volume 23 saving our bum-ass lives? I hope it's good, man. I know Ice posted his leaks or whatever. I haven't looked at them. Kind of don't wanna, man. Kind of just wanna chill. If all spirits are naturally drawn to Julius, does it mean that Bayako is also drawn to him? Yeah. Dude, holy shit. In the past fucking day, the Phase 3 video has gotten like 3,000 views. What the fuck? That's crazy. Is Julius in your top 10 characters in ReZero? He was. As time went on, though, he kind of like fell off a little bit. But I don't know. Watching Arc 6 again, maybe he might come back. Did you decide on a thumbnail for next week? Not exactly. But I have ideas, yeah. Bro, the video that explains the rest of the tower, it stops at Phase 5 then goes straight to Arc 7. Yeah, that's how the story works, man. Arc 6 Phase 5 is the last phase. Can we get Anastasia for the office today? I don't know, you guys gotta vote on that, man. What is the actual goal of ReZero, do you know? I have my ideas. I don't really know if they're anime-only friendly, though. It would probably be best for me not to say anything, just in case. But I do have ideas, yeah. Oh.
Morning, Asa.
Good morning. It's actually 1:30 p.m. here. But thank you. Will they arrive stairs scene in episode 8? If they're talking about the one I think they're talking about, probably not, no. Any chance of more phase videos after the season? Yeah, yeah. It's just a lot of work. So like it's not my top priority. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Outbox. YouTube TTS can't pronounce your name. It is. What are you gonna do? Can I watch this stream? I guess. Yeah. Sure. A white dove in the office could be cool. That could be cool. Yeah. Is the romance video not coming out today? It will. I decided I want to post it after stream rather than before stream, so that I can kind of like funnel people to it. Ice is glazing next episode, calling it peak. Good for him, man. I got in a lot of trouble a few days ago. I think I'm still getting in trouble, actually. Because, you know, people were bouncing on it because I said that episode 6 was good. But then I said that episode 7 wasn't very good, and then, like, the public sentiment became, don't trust leaker opinions! And then apparently episode 8 is, he says it's peak, and now it's like, oh my god! Oh my god, episode 8! The leaker said it's good! And I was like, that's kind of funny that you guys are doing that. And people are not really happy about me saying that, unfortunately. Your fans' videos have gotten really big, but also really time-consuming, I'd assume. Is there a chance for you to take like a step or two back, or do you want to keep the type of quality up? Is the quality even that good? It's like a genuine question. Like, I don't even know. I don't even think it's a quality issue. I think they're just fucking long as shit. Because I tricked a generation into thinking they're watching a summary when it's just an audiobook. Hang on, guys. Don't mind this. My opinion on the leaker thing is I think it's fine to be swayed by somebody else's opinion. I think that's fine. But like picking and choosing so blatantly based on agenda is just really funny. Like, it's really funny. Like, I'm really not someone who's against like reading someone's opinion and then having your own opinion on their opinion. Like for Ice, all due respect, my opinions don't really line up with his on the anime. Usually. I mean, he liked the speech episode. And he liked the Teresi episode. So we're not aligned in some regards. But you know. So like it's not about like trusting or not trusting leaker opinions. People do like the same thing with like IGN reviews, right? A review is only as important to you as you make it. And it only means as much to you as you let it mean to you. Like, there are some reviewers I'm not going to take as seriously because I know our tastes and our opinions aren't exactly aligned. Ice is an example of that. Ice's opinion on an episode, it means a little bit to me, because I know he's like passionate about ReZero. But like, you know, world keeps turning. Now, if Garkar says an episode is good or bad, it might be good or bad, okay? I trust Garkar with my fucking life. So... him and I are aligned in like almost every regard with the anime, so... I wish novel readers would stop reassuring anime onlys about the amnesia. I know. Trust me, I know. The feeling apprehensive and frustrated is the intention, if you ask me. What do you think about the recent spoiler discussion in that one guy's video? Are you talking about the side story that other ReZero YouTubers are for some reason spoiling it? My take on that is I have absolutely no fucking idea why they're doing that at all. Has Garkar told you a score? Of what? Of episode 8? No, I haven't talked to him about episode 8. I know Echidna is not the only ReZero YouTuber to be talking about that side story in their episode video. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. It really is just like a blatant spoiler. And some people are hiding behind like, oh, well, it's in a side story, so it's never going to be in the anime. Which, that is true. Side story probably never going to be in the anime. However, Tape, like, usually reintroduces things from side stories into the main story. Even if it's clunky, he will do it. So it's just like totally unnecessary shit, dude. Only decent memory loss arc in anime I've seen was Lights and Death Note, and even then had some issues, so I hope this cooks. I mean, your apprehension is understandable. I felt the same way when I read it. All I can tell you, without, like, ruining your life, is just, like, just see where it goes, you know? What do you think about how they do break time in ReZero? I don't watch it. I mean, it's cute, I guess. But, like, they've kind of pigeonholed themselves to not actually be able to cover any serious content in break times because of its presentation. Unless it changes presentation, like that one Naruto Chibi anime or whatever. ReZero fandom just seems really open with spoilers in general, unfortunately. Yeah, it brings me back to when we had Mother's Basement and Yazzie on a few weeks ago. And Yazzie was like, the ReZero community seems really good with spoilers. I was like, huh, really? Yeah, Ode Marvel, it was Arc 8. The series started in 7, but apparently that came out in 8, so. Didn't they show that outright revelation in the Chibi episodes after cutting it from season 1? Yeah. I'll take, I think it's sufficiently warned and vague. Are you talking about, like, the Echidna video or whatever? I haven't seen it. I'm just going off what other people are saying. I don't know how they can introduce EX stuff into Arc 7 and 8 in the anime. They just won't. I need chat to know my anime only friend. I've been trying to get to read ReZero for years, finished Vault 23 last night after watching that episode. Yerp. Yerp. That's the effect. And if Jordan wasn't a fucking anime only, he probably would have already been halfway through Vault 23. Play Tomodachi Life? Nope. I watched the Vinny Vinesauce Tomodachi Life playthrough. Was that 10 years ago now? Maybe like 8. And then he got sad about DanDaDan. Yeah. Valid. I've had a few comments on the episode video where they're like, people are just like, man, Amnesia, I really don't fuck with it, but you know, let's see where it goes. And I'm like, this is exactly where you have to be. This is exactly where you should be in life. Seeing Connor cope about how the amnesia... Who's Connor? Reading this arc when it was current, people were very negative about it. Was magical. I mean, it's just like, it's the way it is, right? Why is Amnesia plot so hated? Is it widely used trope? I don't think it's like widely used. But it has been used before, and generally people don't like it because it feels like It feels like just like a backtracking on the things that you know and love for generally payoff that isn't very satisfying. Play Hollow Knight and Silksong? I don't really want to. Okay, can we get something out of the way though? Can we get something out of the way? Um, I think people calling episode 7 top 3 episodes of the season, I feel like that's insanity. Is that not insanity? And I'm not even saying that you can't like it or whatever. Like, obviously, I probably like it less than other people. That much is clear. But top 3? Top 3? Like... 2, 6, 3, all better? I agree! It was my bottom 1 episode of the season, personally. I know people like 1 less. And I get it. I don't know why, I just don't feel that way about it. Oh, brother. There he is. Actually, Jordan, while you're in chat, we're talking about how people are putting episode 7 top 3 of the season. How do you feel about that? No, Pleiades, I get that. I'm talking about novel readers. Anime only, they can do whatever the fuck they want to, man. They are free. All Jordan says is be serious. Yeah, this is my least favorite episode of the season, but also like... Well, I'm not gonna say it's totally fine, because it's not. I was looking forward to the balcony scene and I was looking forward to the cliffhanger, and then I watched them both and I was like, that was it? Oh. But like, I don't know. I guess I don't feel that upset that episode 7 is my least favorite of the season. It's fine. I saw a lot of web novel readers making a fuss about how the anime cut stuff when it was already removed from the web novel. Many such cases. How could the anime cut a death? Whoa, where's the centaur death? The anime, how dare it? Remove this. One thing I really think is unfortunate is how Subaru calls out Arinda for being scared of him without really conveying that she's seriously afraid of him. I completely agree. To be fair, Ellen cutting something doesn't mean the cut is good. I mean, nobody said that. But also, the cutting the centaur death is good. You can all throw stones at me if you want. I'm gonna stand on business on this one. What are we feeling for? Did you trace over the aura monster image for the episode thumbnail? Yeah. Get it twisted? Both of the thumbnails have been traced in some regard. Okay. I don't know how to draw. I usually trace the hair because I don't know how to do that. The rest I kind of do on my own though. They should not have cut that death. Nope. Cut it. I think Volume 21 works better without the Centaur death. Have you seen the video from ReZero official channel? I watched like 30 seconds of it and I got bored. Sorry. Bro, Super was genuinely looking so submissive. Well, he just got there, man. He's a little freaked out, man. Chill. From his perspective, anyway, he just woke up. I've heard a lot of when this gets adapted and not Eddie. I loved when this was adapted from Anime Defenders. I like the cave in Julius named Smile. Do you think we get Timber of the Beginning to play next episode? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't know the OST fucking at all, man. I'm so fucking washed. Okay, chat, what do we add to the office today? What do we add into the office? What's the plan? Can you add Jordan? Oh. Bird? I feel like it's just gonna be Bird, right? Like, people are just gonna say Bird. Why don't you like the new episode? I mean, I feel like I explained it already, didn't I? In the video. I mean, yeah, it's just Bird. I'm just gonna add a fucking dove. Like, every... We don't even need to fucking vote on this one. No, not the fucking moisturizer brand, dude. The bird! For the rest of the season, can we just keep adding different types of birds? It's funny. I don't know how many anime onlys are in here. I know there's there's like a couple at least. The funny thing about the anime and the light novel illustrations in particular, the text says that every bird on the balcony is different and there's no unifying trait about them. But the illustration in the novel, they're all white. And in the anime, they're also all white. So I'm assuming that's just like, they just kind of abandoned that idea. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the anime just went for visual consistency. Which is fine. That makes sense. I heard that. What are you drinking, Asa? It's not me. Don't worry. Blue or black birds really don't make sense in the first place? Why? Does it matter? These Mario Galaxy OSTs make me feel old. Look inside, he's like 20. Shut the fuck up, man. Don't post that shit ever again in my chat. Not only is it a fantasy world, but also there are dead-ass blue birds. I see blue birds like every day of my life. Like they seriously exist, man. They are real. Sorry guys, I'm editing the dove right now. Again, I don't want to I don't want to influence anybody's opinion. I mean, I'm sure that most of you have already figured out that we all like Arc 6 for a reason, right? So I'm assuming most of you here are willing to see where it goes. And I would also like to extend this to Jordan. Everyone in chat, please, please, please be on your best behavior when it comes to talking to Jordan about this cliffhanger and what is to come. People are frustrated by Amnesia cliffhangers in general. It's fair that they feel this way. And I don't expect anyone in my chat to do it. I expect people in the ReZero community to do it. They probably already are. It is unnecessary to freak the fuck out if someone is apprehensive about an Amnesia plotline. Just let them freak the fuck out. It's fine. That's their God-given right. Will you ever make a video like other YouTubers? What happens after season 4? I mean, probably not. Being apprehensive is what you should feel. I agree. You are supposed to see this and go, ooh. That's weird. Amnesia plots done right video incoming. I have not seen enough Amnesia plotlines. Make that video, I don't think. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would. Yeah. But when I say apprehension is what you should feel when I defend Chainsaw Man Part 2 ending, I get themes and such. No more themes, just and such. Thank you, Windows. Please take your fucking time opening a folder. God damn it, you make me mad. When will the cat finish cooking? I'm hungry. He's been in there a while, dude. You're fucked. I know where I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this under Chair Pella. Thoughts on the Boys finale and hashtag his reaction to it on Twitter? One, never seen the Boys. Two, I don't know who hashtag his is referring to. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I think it'd be nice if you right there under Chair Pella. You're talking about Elon? Why would I give a fuck about anything Elon has ever said in his life? I don't give a shit. Do people really watch live action TV anymore? Yeah, live action TV's got some of the best shit out there. Are you out of your fucking mind? Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. Get on the stream. Typical jerkin' Jordan. Not calling me. TV has no sauce? Guy who is fucking 11 years old, and his only concept of a TV show is fucking Bluey. Hi, Jordan.
Dude, today fucking sucks.
Why's that? Hang on, guys. I'm gonna turn on the stream.
Dude.
Sorry.
Dude. Destiny 2 shutting down. I can't do this.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Chat, where are my Destiny 2 players? It is a terrible day for Rain. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I can't believe it. As if yesterday wasn't rough enough. Oh my god. Yes, dude, chat. If nobody knows what's going on, they literally announced like 2 hours ago that D2's last update is in June, and then it's wraps. It's actually over.
Live action TV is the best stuff out there. Be so fertile right now. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, The Sopranos, Severance. It's all better than like everything you like, dude. I promise.
It's not shutting. Okay, it's not shutting down, but like I mean, it's basically end of life at this rate. They're gonna keep it online for as long as possible. But after June update, that's it. I can't do this. I hate to see it. And then I gotta come back for this fucking. I've never heard anyone say anything nice about Destiny 2, dude. I have played Destiny since I was 14 years old, and I am 25 now. I stopped when Edge. I stopped chat post Final Shape. I need a break, and I became a Final Fantasy 14 player. And now my game's shutting down. So now I'm a permanent Final Fantasy 14 player.
Bro, name 3 shows? Well, this is true. I understand the issue here. You're sticking to anime because you can't count. That's okay. This is 4 shows. 5th one, you want a 5th one? The Wire is a great show. Okay? There are shows out there. You guys all just watch fucking one anime. That's all you guys watch. That's it.
Come play Pantheon 2.0 with me. Dude, I would low-key, but I haven't even played Edge of Fate, chat. I haven't played Edge of Fate or Renegades because I didn't know if the game was going to make it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to buy anything, and then the game's not going to make it, and I was not going to make it. And I'm pretty sure if I tried to get in there now, I'm going to have to go through both of those just to play a Pantheon. I'm cooked. I'm actually cooked. Dude, look at my jacket, bro.
Yeah, I said The Sopranos,
God.
man.
Caper. I'm dripped out.
You like it, dude?
Oh my Dude, he cooked, bro. Look at me. Damn. That's hot. Thank you, Caper. If you're in here, probably in here. Welcome to being a genuine refugee, Jordan. They'll come from Final Fantasy 14 in the future too. Dude, I don't know. I was watching FanFest the other day. It sounds like they're cooking. We're in the like, it's crazy to me. I said this like 3 years ago, chat, how like Square Enix and Bungie are in the same position where they can easily fumble after both of them have had their 10-year climatic journey expansions. And I was like, Final Fantasy is probably going to avoid the pitfall Destiny did. And that's exactly what happened. Square Enix just announced Evercold, the Evercold expansion for next year, next January. And then they announced a revamp of like the class action systems. And we're gonna get a new class and a whole new thing. It looks like it's gonna be Shadowbringers 2.0. Like, and then you got fucking Bungie shutting down, bro. Tears on my eye, bro. Tears on my eye. And then we got this fucking episode. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Chat. Let me just go on the record and say this before we get to this episode review. There are very few. Here's the thing. I don't invalidate tropes. I know certain tropes are going to exist no matter what, whether I like them or not, right? Shonen is like textbook trope after trope, right? It's just a matter of how it's executed, how it's revised, improved upon, series after series.
Fan, by the way.
Yo, I'm going to hurt you, bro. Can you yo, lower the gun,
This
man.
guy's
I already got
about to
enough guns at
say,
me.
this guy's about to say, man, Amnesia sure does suck. And you know one of his favorite characters of all time? Deku.
Yo, can you stop, bro? Bro, but dude, I don't like Amnesia tropes, man. I really don't. I feel like I don't like them more than I don't like the whole mastermind thing. Because like masterminds can work depending on how it's executed, right? I don't care for Aizen like that. I think he's cool, but he's like whatever, man. You know, All for One was cool until he got too invasive. You know what I mean? Certain masterminds can work, others can't. Amnesia, bro, it just feels like if it's not the main character, I'll deal with it because at least it's not like holding up such a crucial part of the story, I feel like. But when it hits the main character, bro, or one of the main characters, it's like, ugh, fuck me, man. Because everything comes to a halt and something important comes to a halt in some way. And we have to go back and relook at those things that we were glad that are over all over again. You know what I mean? And that's what we have to do here. But let me start from like the actual like good parts of the episode before I get to like my personal grievance. And even then, chat, I'll have to say a couple more things about the whole Amnesia situation. But
He's so mad, dude.
man, whatever.
I can hear his fucking hair falling out right now.
I barely even got any on me, man. Like, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, bro.
Hey, you and me both, brother. I think for different reasons.
Fuck, man. Probably. Again, I'm getting sharp from MomoCon, man. I don't know if anybody's going to MomoCon, by the way, but if you find me, I'm wearing a World Trigger shirt. Can't miss me.
If you find him, Jordan will be accompanied by an armed entourage, so he will be protected at MomoCon.
I will be going with two of my boys, but they're all good people, all good people. Jordan, just wait till the Gojo hair blowout. Yeah, let me.
You about to send him $10 right now?
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Okay, but let me get at you after MomoCon. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm finna spend like $200 tomorrow on shirts and stuff. So let me get after that. Why aren't you wearing the maid outfit? What the fuck, yo, Elf? It's in the pipeline. All right, one outfit at a time. All right. I can only send Caper so many $10, okay? All right? Let's get in there, though. Dog, you already paid me for that? Did I?
I guess you have to gift 5 members instead.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Caper, I thought the Barney fit was 20. Was it 10? Because I sent you 22.
I think it was 10.
Oh, I sent him $22, bro. Oh, shit. I thought it was 20. What the hell? Well... shit, all right. Caper, get on the maid outfit. Let's do it. Jordan, how did you like the Witch Hat episode? I enjoyed it. I thought it was good from what I remember. I'll tell you this, chat. I read Witch Hat's manga up until about, I want to say, where season 2 went. So I do remember a lot of this stuff. It's coming back to me slowly. Of course, like a lot of the moral and ambiguity of, you know, the secret of the witch world is in play here, especially with Quifrey. So, or Kifrey, I don't know. I say Kifrey, but Jordan, is your skin gonna be blue IRL? Unfortunately, not. I can't be a Smurf World Trigger fan. I'm gonna look a little crazy. Barney, I thought that was Lernosaurus. You know, at least you didn't say Larpasaurus. I'll take that. I'll take that.
It's funny because, I mean, this episode, like, I watched it and I was like, wow, not a good adaptation. And I was like, I was ready for like people to not really talk that much about this episode and kind of move past it, kind of like how all of season 3 was. But episode 7 has fucking motion, dude.
Yeah, it does. Everybody's tweaking about the amnesia stuff and how adorable Subaru looks that, you know, he lost his memory and all that good stuff. Which I do appreciate how they kind of make him look a little like fresh off the boat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming, you know, I did like that little detail, but getting to the actual parts of the episode, starting from the beginning, of course, they put fucking Julius in timeout. Good. After that monumental ass beating last week. Tell his ass to sit down. You know, cute little banter between him and Subaru and all that good stuff. I did like Amelia's comment about how she said how he's one of us. I kind of, you know, I like that stuff. You know what I mean? I think it kind of just shows that inclusiveness, that despite being in a different, like, you know, you can kind of tell who's, you can still kind of tell the amount of distance and the amount of closeness everybody has. I feel like Al and Priscilla is still like the most distant camp right now, but like Krush and Fern and obviously Wilhelm have come around, and then Anastasia was a bit more distant in comparison to Julius, who has come around after working with the White Whale and everything. So I do like that kind of like inclusiveness, like, hey, you know, like, you know, we're in the shitter together. You know, I did like that, especially with Julius kind of going through his phase of trying to hold on to what he can hold on to right now. You know, it's a delicate time for him. So I feel like just kind of hearing that statement, one of us, you know, it kind of solidifies that, you know, he's valued being here and all that good stuff. But so Julius is on the recovery mode. Anna's laid the fuck out next to Rem and all that good stuff. So they're recovering on the side. We'll start the episode. Pulling back into the planning room, we got Rem. Not Rem. Ram.
I think Pyro. I think Jordan is talking about in terms of like closeness to the Amelia camp.
Yeah, just closest to like you know, like I wouldn't expect like the Priscilla camp to ever like go on like a journey with Subaru and them, but like, you know, Julius is cool to go along. You know what I mean? You know, I kind of just
Subaru
shows like their
Julius
friendship
are in
is
love too. So
yeah, like, you know, they've come a far way.
Were in love, I guess.
Yeah. My bad, Pyro, if that came off the wrong way. Just like, you know, just group friendship, kind of closeness, kind of deal. But pulling into the planning room, Ram is just, you know, she just laying into it, man. You know, but of course, you know, I get it. You know, going back to episode 3 and just how deeply she's hiding her intense emotions for getting her sister back on track and all that good stuff. You know, she's like, man, if he's a fucking dummy, we lose a very powerful asset in this situation, which is true because Julius and Amelia are the only close range fighters right now. So that is, I mean, it's a fair point to make. I can't blame her. But of course, Melee like, yo, y'all fucking chill, please. Can we have a productive conversation? And of course, we get the Shala, the Sham Sage comment was funny. I don't know which animator drew her kind of caked up in that one frame, but I did notice that.
I'm positive you did, yeah.
Fuck off. Dude, I was like, wait a minute, bro. What's she doing all that? But see, that right there, chat, it's propaganda. They're trying to get me, and I'm not falling for it, all right? I noticed it, but I was like, whatever. You know what I mean? But interestingly enough, though, and maybe, I don't know how this was conveyed in the novel. I feel like her, I mean, let me pull the episode up, too, while I talk about this. Because I'm watching it back again, and she talks about how, like, you know, you guys can stay here for as long as you want. I'll be watching you guys no matter how many days, years, or centuries it takes. Just have some fun with me before you go. I couldn't help but feel like like, don't get me wrong, she had like that slightly sinister kind of like smirk to her as she initially said, like, I'll be watching over you all the while. You know what I mean? I couldn't help but feel like maybe that was supposed to be a little bit more of a sinister kind of like just quick
it was.
moment to it. Like, you know, I don't know if the OST is supposed to like kind of change for like a quick like heartbeat, you know what I mean, for that little moment. But I mean, the point was got across, right? It was got across. Like, clearly she's, you know, the watcher.
There
so to
was some
speak.
inner monologue too from Subaru. After she said that, where or like the narration goes, Subaru felt it painfully clear as she smiled. Even if she is friendly, even if she is affectionate, she is not an ally who can be trusted.
Yeah, yeah, and see, that's kind of like the impression I got based off his reaction. Like,
Yeah.
he was kind of shook, but I don't know. It was just I got it. You know what I mean? Like, I get the point, obviously, right? Don't know if it was driven home in the way that maybe it was initially conveyed in the novel, but it's fine. It's fine. I get it. Point not missed, obviously, right? I gave her like the nickname like the Watcher just because of like this whole little interaction right there.
Mhm.
I do wonder, if what this episode in particular with that moment, and maybe really think about what Shala will be after this arc. I am on the fence of either she. Hold on, give me 1 second. Actually, I'm getting a phone call. Hold this thought. Hold that thought. Hold on.
Chat, we all know what he's doing. He's replaying the scene of Shala's ass sticking out, dude. Fucking so obvious, man. Ah, typical Jerkin Jordan, dude. Typical Jerkin Jordan. Frosty's calling him. I'm glad that even he was able to feel that the tension that is supposed to be present in that scene with Shala saying that. I'm glad that he was also able to notice that, like, it wasn't there. Because that's kind of like my biggest complaint with this episode at large, is that the tension is not particularly palpable.
Okay. Apologies about that. Had to get the dinner situation straightened out. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, I couldn't help but feel like she had this whole like the Watcher personality going for her, and it makes me wonder beyond the season, does Shala stay at this tower like forever? Because if so, I feel like that's kind of like a tragic way to kind of end her character, or does she kind of just disappear? You know what I mean? Like, we still don't know what exactly she is. And for all I know, she could be part of the tower's like programming. You know what I mean? How we have these tests and all that good stuff, and like how Reed's presence is essentially um part of the tower right now. So I wonder, like, when the tower is cleared and the final part is reached and they get what they need, does she kind of just like disappear on Alt F4? You know what I mean? And does the tower go with it? You know what I mean? Or does it stay? I really don't know. I want to imagine that this whole situation was, for the fated encounter by Subaru and his crew. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Wow, he's already fantasizing about her disappearing. Dude, come on, man. You know what? Oh, hold on. Let me not say that.
Whoa, whoa.
Listen, I don't like Shala for putting a fucking Barrett 50 cal round in my daughter. So, she can disappear, and not much will be lost outside of the knowledge, but Jordan has always hated women. Yo, chat, y'all are going to chill on these allegations on me, bro. Please. The tower disintegrates and then Subaru's fall 500 meters and returns to death. Now, okay, hopefully he gets out the tower first and they all leave before it disappears. I just can't imagine the tower remaining after this season, personally. Again, it feels like the tower might be like a giant program, so to speak, right? If we're talking about how Flugel is somebody that should be technically Isekai too, right? Then I want to imagine that whatever he used to create it has like a goal of not existing after a certain point. It would follow suit with the parallel of the Forbidden Library, because the Forbidden Library doesn't exist anymore either. It burned down with the finale of season 2, and it would just feel kind of continuous if
Someone said, "How can you
just get nuked?"
No. Someone said, "How can
Oh,
you
the Dreamcast
be a gooner and hate women?" Bro asked how you can eat food and drink water. Like, those things are like connected, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Also,
well,
I don't hate women.
You're not supposed to fucking accept it. What do you? Jesus Christ, man.
I'm sorry. I'm slipping out, man. I'm slipping out. Who's the baddest, Aldebaran or Reinhardt?
Aldebaran, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess
So I don't even gotta think about it.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I got that EX5 fight in my head still. So it's kind of raw. He's really going mask off. Chad, this is true, Chad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everybody being disappointed in my true colors. Blue people can go. Shala can go. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now with the world. I hate everything. No, I'm just kidding. But so yeah, keeping that in mind for Shala. Again, don't know what to expect for her conclusion of this season, but it is something to mindful to keep in mind. And then of course, the dinner scene was cute. I liked Beatrice, like, just kind of holding on to Subaru, and she's like, I'm just getting mana back. And then he's like, well, why'd you keep holding my hand even when you can't get mana back? And she's like, I'm feeling my heart. Like, oh, dude. I'm telling you, bro, Beatrice is going to be the reason why I'm going to be, like, the best girl dad ever. I swear to God, dude.
So,
like,
I mean,
she's so
precious,
man.
I know we're skipping a couple of steps, but you also mentioned it to me last night in DMs. Subaru's not going to remember Betty.
Oh, my fuck. Yeah, let me come back to that Amnesia part, bro. Let me come back to that Amnesia. I'm generally gonna start tweaking out when I get to that, man. Like, bro, let me just hold. The dam is flooding, okay? Let me just hold, okay? We're flooding the dam right now, all right? The perma shrimp comment was funny too. Beatrice is gonna be short forever. Not low key. I was kind of hoping like maybe she would have like a transformation where like she kind of like grows up for a little bit, and like when she's grown, she's like OP as shit. But like it's fine. Kind of keep the cuteness intact and all that good stuff. But so going into later that evening, okay, this is when the episode actually starts to get very interesting. We get the bird again, the damn bird, roaming around the castle. Subaru goes to chase after it. He gets to the kind of the wall in the hole, or I guess the portal in the wall, kind of whatever the tunnel, if you will, in the wall. Takes him outside to the balcony scene. I've heard about the balcony scene, so obviously I am paying very much attention, right? And this scene is, so here's the thing, chat. I don't know quite yet. I'm sure I'm going to find out in like 3 minutes here how it was in the novel. I really enjoyed this scene, personally. I like how Subaru is really like quick to kind of call out people's shit now. He's like, why don't we just speak candidly, and just say what we need to say? And then, of course, the $1 million question is, just who are you? Now, let me tell you something right here, chat. I absolutely love this question for a couple of reasons. Starting with the fact that usually, fundamentally with isekai, right? Isekai kind of goes into like 3 main paths, right? We get the OPMC path where nobody fucking questions it. It's just kind of like this guy shows up and, it's kind of like the junk food isekai, right? The OPMC, he can be the hero type guy, right? And then we get the other type of isekai where it kind of blends in, or I should say 2 main paths, but it kind of blends in, right? You kind of have acknowledgement of where that previous life used to be, or at least some type of questioning for it, right? Some people genuinely don't just forget that this guy is from somewhere that nobody knows from. And I like how in the scene, Aridna goes on to say how after the white whale situation, Anna looked into you, but she couldn't find anything, right? And I like that detail because it goes back to the idea that, obviously humanity, well, this also connects to the next, like the little detail Asa pointed out to me as well. But humanity fears what they can't understand or can't figure out, right? It's why we often deal with things like, just differences, right? Discrimination, differences, ignorance. That's how it always brews, right? And I like the little detail about how when Eridna said that when Anna looked into her and couldn't find anything, and not only that, it frustrated her, right? And I think that's really interesting too, because it also ties into her character as being a merchant, all that good stuff, right? How Anna is always one to kind of probably have a lot of logical thinking, that for the first time, she's unable to really figure out something that should seem common for her, right? As a merchant, she's probably used to being able to find out context, find out origin, find out information all across Lagunica and whatnot. But this is different. You know what I mean? You have this one person that suddenly had an incident in the royal capital, is part of the half-witch camp, which is Amelia's camp, right? And she knows nothing. But yet this person has been able to, complete all these feats that she obviously wouldn't have been able to do herself. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting. I like how the situation was set up and established. And I like that she was afraid of Subaru in that moment as well, because, rightfully so. Again, like this is, she's been cooperative this entire time. And sure, Subaru in our eyes is genuinely, a good guy and all that good stuff. But at the same time, to everybody else in the ReZero world, they know nothing about him. They really don't. And not a lot of people question it as much. You know what I mean? Obviously, like, those who know the important things, right? Waswall knows that he can RBD, right? And then obviously you got like the witches and, those who know certain details about him and don't. But I don't know. This is interesting to kind of frame how, you fear the unknown. This is a classic showcase of fearing the unknown. And I really, really like this scene. I thought it was really like just the dialogue and the interaction between the two was really well done. I liked the back and forth between the two. And then, of course, Julius was also but he was included in this scene as well. I will say, I thought that the birds flying away scene was kind of like, a little bit of a Jordan dropping slurs is crazy. Okay, chat, like, nobody says the Amelia camp. They call her the half witch, okay? I'm just going along with what I remember off the top of my head, okay? Because, I mean, to everybody else, it's like the half witch camp. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna say, oh, this is the Amelia camp. They don't respect her like that. At least not everybody respects her like that, in my opinion. But then Julius kind of pops out as well. And I'm like, oh shit, like now we have like a trio moment, you know what I mean? Again, the bird scene, not a big deal, right? I just felt like it could have been like, directed a little bit more in a way where it kind of like emphasizes the surprise of Julius popping up. So to speak. It was a little, briefly slideshowy, but again, it's not a make or break for me. It's just like I'm surprised I didn't do a little something for this scene kind of deal. You know what I mean? And then, but another thing too is that I also like how Anna, of course, questions Subaru's connection to Shala, right? And that's another thing. I know I'm going back, chat. My bad. I meant to say this before I mentioned Julius, but again, it also kind of just raises another question, because how does Subaru know all these things about stars? Obviously, right? It's like you would think that Subaru and Shala are in it, are in on something that Anna doesn't know about. But again, just very good interactions. But going into Julius, of course, then Julius appears. Naturally, he was led by the bird and all that good stuff. And then he finally gets some answers too. And another thing too, that caught my attention is that I'm trying to make sure I say this right. I need to start writing down like sentences and stuff like that. Because there's a couple of like interesting lines even between Subaru and Anna and all that good stuff, right? Like right when Julius appeared and all that good stuff.
Julius
going back to I think so it was the part where Anna where she says that Anna has a reason why she can't give up on the throne. And then she follows up with saying that because it's what she wants, right? So I don't know if she is referring to another person and I'm just missing something, you know what I mean? But just very interesting phrase. It could be Anastasia, right? And maybe what she wants, but I feel like the way Subaru reacted, it's another person in the play here. But we'll come back to that. I don't know what to expect from that quite yet. But then of course we get the Julius here, and Julius finally gets the information. He gets the details about everything. And again, I think this is like another just like kick on his holds, or not hold. What's the word I want to look for here?
Kicking his nuts.
It's basically a kick in the nuts when it comes to like his knighthood, essentially, right?
It's like
his
the
significance.
It's like the fifth kick in the nuts he's received like the past month.
Yeah, because it's like you think that you think that he would know everything, right, about Anastasia and like what's going on, but he like an outsider, and like he emphasizes that like how an outsider was able to identify that there was something going on, and yet he wasn't able to, and yet he's been around Anastasia all this time for so much longer. You know what I mean? And it's just a hurt on his position again, man. It's painful. And you really hate to see it. Interestingly enough, though, Tappei wrote the scene to where he didn't hear about the kind of like the questioning about the isekai stuff towards Subaru. So there's still this missing piece of the conversation that I doubt Julius will get to anytime soon. But just interesting position here, because ideally, if Julius could know that there was something unusual going on with Subaru too, I think that would be some very interesting things to add to that dynamic that's been developing so steadily over these last 2 seasons. But that's not the case. You know what I mean? He doesn't know that Anna has questions about who he is, but he does know that there were questions about who the real Anastasia is right now, all that good stuff. I wrote down in my notes like the aching of a knight's heart because again, this is like another kick in the nuts, and he has like this fear of slipping away. The fear of more things slipping away. And, I think where this is going to go forward now with Julius's arc this season is essentially regaining heart. You know what I mean? I think that's just what Julius has to really take time and do, and now we're on this dynamic of Anastasia and Julius going to Eridna and Julius. You know what I mean? And I do like how everybody's pretty much being informed now too. I'm curious to see how that kind of influences the situation or dynamic and whatnot. I'm curious to see how Emilia reacts to it in particular, knowing that she met Akinda last season and all that good stuff. Or not last season, I'm sorry. Back in season 2 with the witch trials and all that good stuff. So, we'll see
so
what comes
assy
of that.
memory hold it, bro. Fuck.
Dude, stop, man. Stop,
It's
bro.
so
Stop,
bad
bro.
he fucking memory hold it.
Dude, no,
Chat, is it
season
over
three's
for
peak,
us?
bro. Season 3 is peak, bro. Come on, man. It gave me my Valakia tease, man, you know?
They were in the sanctuary, then Jordan blinked and now they're at the tower, dude. Fuck.
Season 3 didn't happen. It did happen, chat. Stop it. All jokes aside, I love your analysis, Jordan. Thank you. I'm trying out here. I'm trying. But Subaru is a secret Israeli agent. Amen. Propaganda.
I think it's fun, because like a lot of people say that like, oh my god, ReZero is like Subaru getting tortured over and over again. Now it's Julius's turn to get tortured over and over again.
Right. And I feel like I saw like a Taipei statement. He was like, hey, like usually people say like it's about Subaru getting tortured, but don't get it twisted. It's Julius's turn too. And I was like, wow, like, okay. Straight on the nose.
Yeah, Pyro points out what's also fun is Subaru won't be able to reassure Emilia that this echidna is different.
Right. And that's what I'm thinking about too. I'm like, I really hope that Emilia has like a very interesting reaction to this, if possible. Because again, like, Akinda was whooping ass a little bit with these trials, man. So, and the fact that this whole situation, in my opinion, it just kind of really reminds you of like, the trials and everything. And there's a lot of what happened back in season 2, down from the library and the trials, the emotional damage, and, kind of just regaining certain grounds of your heart and all that good stuff. So, I'm curious to see how that will happen next week. I hope that doesn't get cut or skipped if that is an interaction that actually happens among the group. But now we're on, Eridna and Julius and all that good stuff. Coming back to my last week's statement as well about how I said about in the episode where Julius was getting dog walked about how I thought that for a brief second, Anastasia was coming back online because she was watching Julius get dog walked, but it turns out that it was from a strategic point of view. Which I thought that I'm glad they kind of addressed that, because I was going to be left with the impression that Anastasia was like trying to wake up, even though I know that Anastasia can't use magic. Again, I thought maybe it was like Anastasia's personality influencing deeply in that moment as she watches like her knight kind of get dog walked from her deep slumber, essentially. But I'm glad they kind of came back to that and acknowledged that. And to close out this whole balcony sequence, and also you can tell me cuts after I get to this last statement. I do like how there's still a establishment of like camp status. You know what I mean? Again, a lot of these camps have been getting close with each other, thanks to Subaru and his efforts and all that good stuff. I think that season 3 really kind of put a wall up with the Felt camp, and how afterwards going forward, now they have to kind of really worry about themselves. And, Julius was a little cold towards the end, even though he apologized. Don't get me wrong. He apologized, but he said that, this is not a situation that you need to worry about. You know what I mean? But, and I think that's a good thing to say, because at the end of the day, no matter how many adventures they go on, no matter how many things they overcome, there still has to be only one winner at the end of the day. And I think that's important to remind the audience that no matter how close they get, there's still a political wall that is going to have to take precedent when it comes to the actual climax of the story. So I did appreciate that as well. I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing that it happened either, even after all this development of Subaru and Julius's relationship. It maybe even needed to happen. You know what I mean? You needed to be reminded that there needs to be some type of space between the two, because at the end of the day, if it came down to like a 1v1 situation, like Julius and Subaru are gonna have to duke it out, even if they're boys, because you know what I mean? Like they have to put somebody an office, and it comes down to their candidates. So, good stuff there. Again, I like the balcony scene. Only just kind of one little lackluster part with the birds. I will say this, chat, because I don't think I'm gonna come back to this at the end of the episode, looking at how much I'm gonna talk about this Amnesia stuff. These birds, right? So going back to season 3's first initial trailer with the bird flying through Pastella, and then it gets fucking evaporated into feathers. And then we have another bird this season. And then we have the fact that these birds led Subaru and crew to the balcony. Okay. I'm starting to feel like, and this is probably a reasonable thing, these birds are not obviously normal. I don't know who controls them. I don't think that Shala controls them, obviously. I doubt that she would lead anybody to her tower based off the birds. So my question is now, of course, is who controls these birds, right? I doubt that it's from anybody from another nation. I don't see that making any form of sense whatsoever, for whatever may reason there be. So my question now is, are these birds a witch's birds? Or is it specifically Pandora with these birds? And I say that because, again, back to when Asa pointed out, these birds were supposedly written to be have different characteristics in the novel, but in the anime, they are all white. And, if there's one character that has fucked off for a very, very, very long time, it is Pandora. And again, Taipei is a very intentional author. I don't see him just so happen to include this white bird for 2 seasons without any form of reason. You know what I mean? So I want to imagine that there is intention. You know what I mean? And it just seems way too convenient.
Oh my god. This guy's forgetting about Shoal, dude.
Dude, fuck off, okay? Yo, I'm not dealing with this nonsense about the fact that there's Schultz birds.
This guy's forgetting about Shoal, dude.
Those are not Schultz birds, man.
Oh, why? Because they're not red, so they're not Schultz birds. You gotta fucking
bro,
up,
who's talking about this kid, man? Man, he's not even here, man.
That's what the birds are for!
Oh my god, whatever, bro. I'm not getting misdirected again. I'm not getting misdirected.
What do you mean again?
I think
it implies we misdirected you the first time.
Yeah, you did it in season 3 when you guys were like, Schultz gonna be like important, and then the kid fucked off for like 8 episodes. Like, no, he was not.
Yeah, he was. You don't even remember what Schultz did.
He didn't do anything. It was Aldebaran who saved the day. No, Schultz didn't do anything.
Obviously, yeah. But like, Schultz helped too.
What did he do? What did Schultz do, bro? What did Schultz do? You're rage baiting me. You're rage baiting me to get me off track.
What's the
question? You're rage baiting me to get off track. No. Forget the question. You're rage baiting me to get off track. No. Chat, I'm not falling for the rage bait.
Why are you always talking about Schultz, dude? It's fucking insane. You're always finding a way to talk about Schultz.
You mentioned him first!
No, you did! It was you!
It was not
It was you, man!
And you and gaslighting.
No! You always find a way to bring Schultz up, dude. It's fucking insane. He should fucking...
That's crazy. This is crazy.
What is?
Crazy, bro. I feel like I'm getting gaslit by an ex right now. Like, this is crazy. I mentioned Schultz. I did not mention Schultz.
No, you did!
No!
Chat, he mentioned Schultz, please. Back me up.
Chat, I did not mention Schultz. I literally
mentioned Schultz first.
I mentioned Pandora. I literally said Pandora. I said Pandora.
No.
The witches.
Okay, yes, no. You were like, it feels like it's one of the witches. It could be Pandora. Maybe it's something with Schultz. And I was like, dude, come on.
I did not say that. What are you talking about, bro? This is bullshit, bro. Oh my god. I did not mention Schultz defeated the Sin Archbishop of Jordan. Yeah, okay. Somebody put a nuke on that guy for 60 seconds, please.
You are obsessed with Schultz, dude. You might be like his bit. You should like change your profile picture to Schultz.
Dude, I literally read EX5 thinking like Schultz was gonna have like this major thing, and like he just got a story time, bro. Like okay,
that was important.
Man. Sure. I mean, it was important, but like, whatever, man. Like, whatever. Jesus.
It was important.
The bird is all you can be, Schultz. This is not what we're doing, Chad. Listen to me. Whenever you guys bring up Schultz, that means that I'm on the ball. Do
you remember in Arc 5 when Schultz said, "Birds make the person"? Do you remember that?
He didn't say that. He did not say
He
that.
said it.
What episode did he say it in? I'm gonna go to it right now. I have season 3 pulled up.
Oh fuck, my episode numbers are kind of fucked up.
I'm sure they are, buddy. I'm sure they are.
I think it was 15.
Miraculously. Okay, I'm pulling up right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Wait, no, Frosty, correct me. It was 13. It was 13. Sorry.
So it's 13, episode 13 of season 3.
Yeah,
Schultz
Schultz says
okay.
the bird makes the person.
1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's episode 63 then, right? Okay. All right. Is he even in this episode?
Well,
he's not
obviously,
even in
he
this
said
episode.
the line. What do you mean?
No, he's not. That's episode 13 of season 3 is Garfield's episode, bro. What are we doing? 3,
Okay.
6, 9, 12,
It's not
13.
all Garf. Schultz is in the episode.
No, he is not in the bro. I'm scrolling through this thing right now. If he shows up one time, I will give 100 subs
Jerkin
right
Jordan,
now.
jerking me around, fucking gaslighting me, dude. You're pissing me off.
Dude, okay, I see Felt, I see Gluttony, I see Aldebaran fighting Capella underground still. I see Priscilla in Capella's form. I see Kurgan. I see Garfield and Kurgan. I see Elsa. I see the little kid that he has siblings. I see Chance and Vincent. And I see the ending of the episode. Fuck off. Oh my god. You guys are insane. You guys are actually insane.
Typical Joustin Jordan, dude. You're pissing me off, buddy.
Dude, you're pissing me.
What did I do? I'm just fucking telling you shit about what?
Oh my god.
Typical Jutton Jordan, dude. Never his fault.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Chat. Do y'all see this right now? Y'all, chat, you guys
dude,
put up Schultz
you
first.
have been making us talk about Schultz for fucking 10 minutes now, dude.
Alright, listen. Fuck it. Alright, listen. The birds are connected to Pandora. I just can't prove it yet. I will be back in 2035 when this becomes true. Thank you for my TED Talk. Alright? That's it. That's it. I know they're connected. There's no way. This is that the whole scene with the birds, giving us like the bird's eye view as it turns from Anastasia and Priscilla and Subaru. They're literally watching. They're orchestrating. They're planning. They are very intelligent birds. There's no such thing as a mere coincidence when it comes to Taipei. All right, it is intentional. I just can't prove this shit yet. But when it becomes true, because I don't remember Pandora. Who is that? It's the witch that showed up in Amelia's backstory back in season 2 and fucked up everybody and then tricked Gyus into killing Amelia's mom. And then she was clapping and crying and all this other stuff. And then Amelia went fucking Shinzai or die and fucking nuked the place. And then she fucked off. All right? That's Pandora.
So he can't prove they're connected to Pandora, but won't believe they're connected to Schultz when provided evidence? Yep.
Typical
Jutton.
Oh my god, bro.
Typical Jutton Jordan.
Bro. I'm not gonna lose my voice, bro. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. This is the worst gaslighting has ever been in this chat. Wow.
Why do you?
I am disappointed in all of you today.
The internet has ruined the term gaslighting, bro.
Dude, they're trying to convince me that Schultz is important somehow in this context.
Yes, dude.
Asa, you didn't even mention Schultz last night. Why is he important all of a sudden now?
Well, we didn't talk about the balcony last night or the birds. We were talking about the cliffhanger.
You could have talked about anything you wanted to last night.
I could do whatever I want. I'm a fucking American. I'm free, dude. I could do whatever I damn well please.
Oh my god, bro. I can't do this.
And yeah, like Pyro says, the birds only appear in the last year, and Pandora's been around for like at least 100 years.
Right, because Subaru just got here in that last year, right?
And then who did he meet? Schultz.
God, bro. Oh my god. I can't fucking do this, bro. I can't do this. Yo, Pyro, don't do this, bro. Please, for the love of God. Pyro. Please, man. Oh my god, I can't believe it. What is wrong with you people?
Ooh, someone points out in season 3, episode 7, the bird appears right after Schultz. Ooh.
That's not true. I'm pulling episode 7 right now. Okay, hold on. Hold. Wait, where the fuck did my episode count go? Hello?
Oh, whoops. I accidentally lost all my episodes, guys. Guess I can't see the Schultz evidence. Whoopsie.
No, I'm going back. Okay, I found it. Just
first-time jerker.
One.
Long-time jerker, first-time buster Jordan, dude.
All right, I'm on episode 57 right now. I want to see if Schultz even appears in the episode.
He's going to be there.
Okay. This is not even a Schultz episode. This is the episode, the speech.
But it shows
He's not even
Schultz.
here.
But it shows Schultz, and that's the point.
In the
dude.
opening, maybe.
No, not the opening. We didn't watch that shit. It was mid, dude.
Okay, I need somebody to give me a timestamp of when Schultz appears in season 3, except for episode 1. If anybody can find me a timestamp of Schultz appearing, that's not episode 1, and maybe the finale too, because I don't know if I can't remember if he came back or not at the finale. I'm pretty sure he did. No, actually, never mind, bro. I know Priscilla fucking found him at some point. Never mind. He came back when Priscilla found him. Never mind. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up.
Yeah, Jordan did read. I'm pretty sure Jordan read Rem's flirting refusal, yeah. Pretty sure he did. Because, I mean, it's like 2 fucking pages, so.
Yeah, I think I did. I think
yeah, that's the one where Al is looking for Priscilla in Arc 1, and Schultz is there.
Yeah. That's right. You did tell me that.
Yeah.
Classic projection. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to hurt all of chat. All of you will be forehead flicked at the speed of sound, and you won't even know who did it. Well, you saw his look at the start of the season 4 next to Priscilla with all the canon. Okay, I said, oh my god.
The cliffhanger was pretty interesting, huh?
Okay, let's move forward. Let's fucking move forward, you pieces of fucking shit. All right, so we get back from the balcony scene. Ram is still obviously driving into him, into Subaru. She's like, cut that big sister shit out. I'm not your big sister. LOL. And then he goes and says that he mentions that he's trying to come up with a strategy for Reed. I'm like, all right. And then he goes, Soka, this can work. And he runs upstairs. Okay. So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe he's going to go make a gamble or a negotiation with Reed. Okay. Oh my god, I mentally prepare myself for this, bro. So we get to the actual end of the episode, and Subaru's laying there, and Amelia and Beatrice is looking over him. They're like, Subaru, and they're like, oh, thank God you're okay. We were worried when we found you on the floor. So I'm like, oh man, you got his ass beat by fucking Reed for the one time. I guess your strategy failed, but he notably looks a little off, and not off as in off character model. He just looks like a little as if he was just born yesterday in the isekai world. And then this motherfucker goes, oh god, bro. He's like a fucking dragon horse and an elf girl. It can only mean one thing. I'm in a parallel world and I have fucking amnesia. Chat. Listen, chat. First of all, again, I don't like Amnesia plot lines. I think stuff comes to a standstill of Amnesia plot lines. It gets annoying. We have to see the character's worst aspects all over again in 4K. On top of that, it's just the fact that we just had a phenomenal season of Subaru not only defying his odds of return by death, but he just got his outfit, and he's like been such a level-headed character all this time. And now we have to go back to this. And I don't know what the hell to expect right now, because how does an amnesia-leveled Subaru contribute anything to the group right now? On top of the fact that his ass, I swear, I'm telling you this now, chat. I'm telling you this right fucking now, all right? Listen to me very closely, all right? If this man flirts with Shala at all next week because he doesn't know who she is, and to his former inner goon, she's technically going to be bad as hell. If this man flirts with Shala at all next week, episode is an automatic 2 out of 10. I do not care. We do not flirt with Israelis in this chat. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off, chat. I swear to God, bro. If I have to, listen. I've heard about DanDaDan. If I have to watch that shit again in 4K, bro, I'm literally gonna like, fucking. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it, chat. I'm actually gonna lose it. Like, don't do this, bro. Oh, and not only that, but then he has to be like, chat. I'm telling you this too, bro. I swear to God, bro. And this might piss me off, bro. Like, Tappei, do not fucking write a moment where he has to be like, I was important to you, to Beatrice. Oh my God. Inshallah, bro, I will find Tappei on Twitter myself. I will unmute every single Rizio tag and find him, bro. I'm gonna be like, why did you write this, bro? Like, why did you write this? What's wrong with you? Like, dude, don't do this, bro. Don't do this, bro. I can't take the painful distraught of Beatrice having to cope with the fact that the Subaru she knew is not there. The night that was hers for Amelia is not there. Julius's best friend is not there. And he's gonna fucking flirt with Charlotte. I swear to God, bro. I swear I will take everybody in this chat down with me to the fucking gulag, bro. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this. But
Has this guy always dated like this, or like?
But I will say this much. I will say this much though. If there's one person I trust to make this work, it is definitely Tepe. Tepe can definitely make this work. I just don't know what the plan is. I want to imagine that what happened with Reed is that Subaru probably made a gamble, right? He probably made a gamble with Reed, and maybe it was a challenge, right? I think that he probably goaded Reed into, like, he probably baited him with the whole, like, he's a wimp thing, right? So maybe it was like, you know, if I'm like, let's like, you know, let's take a wager here. If I can piece myself back together, you know, like he probably was like, you know, a wimp couldn't piece himself back together. You know what I mean? So he probably baited Reed, and he was like, if you come back up here and remember yourself and who you are, which thematically goes alongside with Anastasia's question of just who are you, right? If he can remember himself and give a very not only nuanced, but a subversion on the type of answer that he would give Anastasia when it comes to the question of just who are you, and remember himself, and that leads him to pass the test, the season's going to be at a strong fucking 9 before core 2. Okay? Because that will be incredible if that's Tepe's game plan. I don't know what exactly Subaru is going to go through quite yet. I think it's going to be brutal if he has to RBD all over again, because God, that's going to shock him all over again. I am curious to know that if he does RBD all over again, does that kind of lead to like Aura Monster? You know what I mean? Because like, I feel like if he like RBDs again, right, then he's going to have to like mentally get used to that like insane fact that he's dying. And then he's going to like have that, you know, whatever moment that leads to him walking up the stairs like a madman. You know what I mean? But I think that is where I am at right now. This can go one of two ways. And Tepe has the pin. I just hope that is the plan. Grown ass man talking about some Aura Monster, bro. Was that not like the biggest thing this season when it got put in the OP? Come on, man.
Sadly,
damn, Jordan, why are you spoiling the whole series after episode 1? I'm not. I'm just saying that is where I think this is going. Okay, I don't know how Subaru is going to remember himself. I don't know if they can use the books of the dead, because again, my whole thing was that, you know, if the books of the dead are for people who are not here anymore, right? Then does that mean that Subaru could find one of himself? And could the Natsuki Subaru of ReZero be found by the Natsuki Subaru who was like just born into the world? Like, you know, like, I don't know. We're technically dealing with two separate people here right now. You know what I mean? But again, I don't know how like technical I want to get into that, because obviously I don't know what parameters the books operate by fully outside of what was initially laid out back in episode 5, I believe, with the books and all that good stuff. So that's where I'm at, chat. I'm curious to see how Tepe makes him remember himself. I need that I am Natsuki Subaru moment. You know what I mean? And I kind of want to see like what Tepe kind of has in store for a moment like that, because, you know, it's kind of like, it's like a character reaffirming moment, not a character defining moment, but because I feel like Subaru's character defining moments have, you know, they definitely happen a lot more in season 1 more than anything, but I feel like this is like one of his reaffirming moments. And when we're talking about a season dealing with memories and stuff like that, and how Julius is having to kind of regain heart, and then you know, we're talking about that, and we're talking about you know, Ram's trying to hold on for, you know, for the sake of her sister's existence that she can't remember. You know what I mean? And then we have this whole thing with Meili, and how even though she doesn't care to remember her parents, there's a chance for her to remember them by the end of the day. What does character reaffirmation look like for Subaru at this current time? You know what I mean? I think that's going to be really interesting. Teppei has to nail this, bro. Please, for the love of God, do not let this fucking Amnesia stuff drag on to Core 2. I need this wrapped up by Core 1. Please,
the way I want to approach this Amnesia plotline is when you're talking about it, I'm probably just not gonna say much. I don't want to like lead you in any direction. I don't want to give you any expectations. I want this to be all you, man.
Okay.
Because like we all know that Amnesia plotlines, they're pretty loaded, right? Like,
yeah,
there's like an instant knee-jerk reaction when they happen to be like, "Uh-oh, that's not good."
Right. Yeah.
So I don't want to like. This is the experience, bro. I just want you to have it and see what you think at the end.
Yeah, I mean, again, I heard that this episode was the quote-unquote the start of Arc 6. And I see why, because now we're really dealing with this from zero situation more literally than, like, thematically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at the end of the chapter, in, like, the afterword, Teppei says that Arc 6 Corridor of Memories has truly begun or whatever.
Right. And that's another thing, too. This whole title now about the Corridor of Memories, right? I'm curious to see what that may entail too. If I don't know if there's anything else around the other floors that Subaru will kind of have to go down and see his former selves and all that good stuff. I'm just, man, I have to give Teppei a fair chance. You know what I mean? This is the use of a trope. It's not something that I should be like,
I agree.
This can't work. You know what I mean?
That's why
I have to give it a chance.
That's why I went and I read DanDaDan, and it did suck. You were curious,
right? No, I hear it though. Like you kind of have to give it a shot before you write it off, because some people can definitely make it work. You know what I mean? It's not like I haven't seen stuff like that work before. It's just very rarely do I see it work, and I'm satisfied with this idea of remembering. You know what I mean? And I think with a season dedicated to this whole thing about memories, the ballpark and the foundation is already set. It's just, how does Subaru get this back? How does he fill in with the dynamic right now, knowing that there's this situation going on and he has to be the one to kind of keep things going? I just really don't know. I don't know who the hell takes over right now while Subaru is also lost. Like, bro, this is not good. Like, bro, if Amelia has to take over, we're cooked. She's whimsical and silly. She's not like one to really lead like that. And Ram sure as hell probably doesn't have all the facilities to lead right now. If anything, Aridna might take over and be like, yo, I gotta fill the leadership gap because Subaru fucking AFK'd mentally. Schultz, he's right there, bro. Yo, somebody put this guy in 60 seconds timeout.
You could do it, bro. You have the power.
Yo, Disciple. I'm on your case, man. I'm watching you, man. Jesus, can't leave a girl in charge. That's not what I'm saying, Chad. Jesus Christ.
If only Al was here, man. Fuck.
See, this is true.
I would have had this shit solved episode 4, bro. That would have been in and out.
Chat, this is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that Amelia has been one of the stronger assets, but she hasn't been one to lead, and neither has Ram. They haven't been leader characters, okay? It's crazy how much Jordan is willing to ignore key aspects of the story, like yo, GOAT.
I bet you started to read that message and you were thinking, like, what could he possibly be referring to that I was ignoring it? Then you hit Schultz and you were like, oh my god, bro.
Like, bro, I'm seeing red, bro. I'm seeing blue and red, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's getting... So you
it is kind of funny.
That's not what I'm saying.
It is kind of funny that Amelia is, like, not, like, really a leader, but she wants to be, like, king of Lagunica.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like she's never been, like, she took charge at a point in season 1 when she was like, Subaru, you can stop helping. And like, don't get me wrong, she got more confident in her existence post season 2, but she's not been one to lead. But then again, though, this situation in particular has been one that's been vastly out of her hands. She is quite literally universally level outclassed here because she wouldn't know anything about Earth's stars. You know what I mean? So it's like, I get it, But I don't expect Amelia to be like, I'm taking charge here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not the vibes. It's not. Meili will be in charge. Now that, low key, I can see a little bit. Low key. But at the same time, I can't. Because, actually, I don't fucking know, actually, I'm be honest with you. Because when you really deep it, like, Julius is washed. Anastasia or Eridna probably can't be trusted at this point. Subaru AFK mentally. So Meili is probably the most level-headed person there right now, because she has nothing to really gain here outside of just freedom outside the fucking basement. So we forgetting Julius. Yo, everybody else forgot Julius, okay? Like, come on. Talking about some, we forgot Julius. They forgot Julius. Shit. Come
It's
on.
been so tough, man. It's been so tough watching DanDaDan get like fucking dragged up and down for like the past 3 months, dude. Where everyone is always like, dude, Amnesia plotline sucks so fucking bad, and I'm like,
Dude,
knowing like the clock was ticking, we're on episode 4, episode 5, DanDaDan's still getting dragged, and I'm like, Episode 6,
Yeah.
DanDaDan's still getting dragged, and I'm like,
Dude, Yukinobu. I mean, I've seen like this, like the panels, bro, and it's like, I don't know why Yukinobu, like, bro. You know what's funny, dude? Like, I follow like one of like the Sakuga bros on their private account, and he was like, bro,
Yeah.
Yukinobu low-key got like a cuck fetish, bro. And I'm like, bro, the more he drags this arc along, I'm like, bro, why is he doing this to Okarun, bro? Like, maybe he was on to something. Like, I thought he was just bullshit and saying whatever at first, but like, bro, it's been like a month now, and from what I've seen, it's like, what, like, why, bro? Like, it was already bad enough that like Momo was like in the previous position after the last arc. You know what I mean? And then now it's like, bro, like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, can we just make like it makes it so worse, bro? Because Okarun is like the type of character where everybody goes like, yeah, man, he's just like me, like he's nerdy, bro. Y'all are getting cucked, bro. Like y'all, like Yukinobu was calling y'all some cucks, man.
It's kind of crazy because people always talk about Okarun. I feel like Momo is like such a better character than Okarun.
Fuck. Do I agree with that? Fuck. Do I agree with that? Wait, I think I kind of do. From what I remember, I think it's like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the spiritual stuff with her hits really fucking hard too. I really like the spiritual stuff with her. Like when she kind of comes back down to earth with the spirits for a little bit, I really like that stuff with her. Jordan, when he has to admit a female character has merit. Chat, for the love of God, y'all want to hang me on the misogynist cross so bad. I'm not. Okay?
You might have to start killing people, bro.
I'm like plenty of women characters, okay? Plenty. All right? Plenty. And I think a lot of them are better outside of Weekly Shonen Jump, okay? Starting with Princess Yona at the top. Let's start there. Okay?
It's been really tough. DanDaDan has been like a really tough read, especially because I like Momo like way more than Okarun. So now that Momo's like gone, it's been
yeah,
it's been tough.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's
but,
my whole like.
You know, if anyone is curious on my thoughts on DanDaDan, after the stream, a video will come out. Isn't that crazy?
Ooh, we got an evening release. Oh, I'm gonna get some fucking chicken strips. Watch that shit. Do you like Coco? I do like Coco. I do. She's very good.
I was gonna post the video earlier, and then I realized I was going live, so I was like, I probably shouldn't like post it and then go live. I should probably go live and then post it.
Yeah. Probably for the best, yeah. Start a timer for him to name 100 women, bro. Don't make me. I will name 100 women anime characters. Okay, chat. Will that help me with the allegations? I'll do it, chat.
Shit, you're a fucking dork, dude. Typical Jerkin Jordan, bro.
But nah, I mean, other than that, I mean, I do think it was a good episode. All things considered, it's just like this Amnesia.
I think this is the weakest episode of the season, and I am speaking in terms of adaptation though, which is like a dimension that you don't really consider, obviously, because you haven't fucking read it. So,
right. If you like Yona, you might like the manga Basara, Jordan. I feel like I've heard that. I'll look into that after the stream. I'm about to read like a bunch of manga very soon.
Frosty names Tsunade, Shala, Priscilla.
Nice, Frosty. Nice. Good PR, man. I like that. we get in places, man. We get in places. Also, real talk, Jordan. Do you remember the line in season 3 at the Gluttony fight? It's not your fault about Miriam and Meili. Yeah, you talking about to Homeboy who was fighting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Isn't that like her dad? You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure that's like her dad. You know what I mean? I forgot his name. But I know who you're talking about. I know he was, one of the guys in like the hoods. So I know who you're talking about. I mainly care about the content, and this is my third favorite episode of the season so
That's
far.
just
Let me
crazy.
think.
That's just
Let me
crazy,
think
man.
here.
When
So like right now for me,
when 2, 3, and
I
6 exist, that's just crazy.
yeah, right now I feel like my favorites are 3, 6, and 2, personally. Um, like the ending of the episode with Julius was fucking Kino. Episode 3 is the best episode in the past 2 seasons so far, in my opinion. And 2 was pretty doggone good. I mean, the finale was nuts for the. I know it was action packed, but just like um, it's like I don't mean I get it though. I get what John Cho was saying though, because I'm not gonna lie. Like again, like that fucking balcony scene was pretty doggone good, man. Like I really like what Taipei introduced with that scene. The whole who are you? You know what I mean? I think it sets up an interesting like future like dynamic for Anastasia and Subaru because they're at the end of the day, she will never figure out who she truly is. Like she will die before she figures out who Subaru truly is. If you really deep it, you know what I mean? And that's very interesting to kind of think about down the line. But like, do I put the balcony scene over the last 3 minutes of episode 2? It's like fuck, bro. Like one is narratively more important. But that fucking sauce, though, and then the fucking
Presentation matters, dude.
Yeah, that's the main thing too. Yeah, if 7 had some more of that directional sauce, maybe you know what I mean, then I could see it. With the balcony scene, but I don't know what to. So okay, let's pause for a second here. Asa, what are the cuts starting from the least egregious one to the most crucial one?
Let me think about how to sort that. I mean, the first cut of the episode is pretty it's not really a big deal. Basically, Subaru and them ask Shala about Reed, and they're like, "What weaknesses does he have?" And Shala's like, "Absolutely none. He has no weaknesses."
Right.
This is kind of in the episode. They talk about how they can't allow Reed to get serious because the line for passing is so fickle. This is also kind of in the episode, but a little bit not. Subaru thinks that the first test, testing knowledge from another world, and the second test, testing strength against the world's strongest, are clear manifestations of the maliciousness of the sage who made this tower.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. Yeah, because it's like, why did Flugel pick fucking of all people? You know what I mean? Like he clearly had some beef probably with the world, who for all I know. He was like, let me make sure anybody else who comes after me has a hard time.
In the novel, it doesn't go from Subaru's stomach growling to them eating dinner. There's actually like 2 sequences that were cut out entirely, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
Subaru runs into Amelia, who's holding a bucket. He asks her if she's practicing music, but she says no, and she calls her bucket Mr. Bucket. Apparently Mr. Bucket is helping with his intended job, and he looks in the bucket, and she has a bucket full of water. And he's like, "Where the fuck are you getting water?" And she's like, "Well, there's actually plenty of water all around us because we're right next to the Great Waterfall." And he's like, "Wait, did you go to the Great Waterfall to get us water?" And she's like, "No, but if I would do it for you if I had to. The water is being generated by the spirit in the Great Room. The Green Room, sorry."
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense, yeah.
She mentions that they do have the capability to make water using magic, but because of the miasma in the air, it would be not good to drink.
Right. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, did she just make it from her ice and then it's kind of like melted down a little bit? That makes sense.
This is a cut that I think is sad because I think it kind of adds to some of the underlying tension that's supposed to be in the episode. This sequence makes Subaru think about the supplies that they brought, and he thinks that they have about a month of food. And he's like, "I don't plan to be here for a month." So this comes up again later when Shala is like pounding back food, and Subaru is like, "We might be fucked." He's like, we are losing resources faster than expected."
Right. And yeah, that's to be expected.
So that at least to me in the novel, that feels like one more wall that's closing in.
Right, yeah, the survival aspect. Right.
Okay. After that, Subaru and Betty explore the tower while they're waiting for dinner. Subaru is pissed off because they have no map, and he thinks that this tower sucks, and he thinks that it's a mess from the initial design stage. Beatrice is like, there's no point in commenting how twisted the person is who made all this because it's readily apparent. And Charlotte gets pissed off because she's like, this shrimp just badmouthed master. And Subaru's like, tells them both to behave. Now, when the dinner does start, it is actually totally different because Julius is there. I'm kind of surprised he's not in the anime at all, but he is there in the novel. The first thing he does when he comes in is he apologizes to Amelia. Ram tells him that they already get enough mindlessness from Subaru, so she wants Julius to convince them that he won't do it again. And Amelia's like, you're doing too much. Be nice to him. Julius just apologizes again, and he bows his head without argument. Basically everyone in the room, Amelia, Meili, even Shala, has a comment about Julius, all more or less forgiving him. Amelia is like, okay, I accept the apology, so as far as I'm concerned, the conversation's over. And Ram is the only one who has nothing to say about Julius's apology.
Bro, what's good with her, bro? I mean, I know she's tense this season, but goodness gracious. She is not happy.
You remember I said a few episodes ago that it was cut that the green room has a limit on the amount of people that can be inside of it?
Yes, and
that's why Subaru and Julius took turns in the novels. It's because, well, first of all, that conversation happened outside of the green room.
Oh, okay.
Because they couldn't both go in. And Julius was like, oh, do you want to go in? It's fine. And Subaru's like, okay, I'll come back when I'm done and I'll wake you up. So I feel like the anime version, in comparison, is weird.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because technically that means that Rem, Julius, Subaru, Anna, and Amelia we're all in the. What is the limit, by the way? Is there like a number we know? It's like
I don't remember. If there is one, I don't remember it.
Okay. Huh. I guess they're kind of just ignoring it since they don't really know a limit number, right? Maybe so.
Like I mentioned earlier, the birds are all different in the text and the text only. In the novel illustrations, they're all the same color, which is weird, but that's how it is.
Telling you, man, I'm not giving up on that Pandora.
There's a lot of cut dialogue between Aridna and Subaru before Julia shows up.
Okay, I'm listening.
When Subaru first pulls up, he's throwing a lot of suspicion towards Aridna, and she affirms that she has no hostility towards anyone in the tower before she corrects herself and says that she does have hostility towards Shala and Reed, and that she cannot wrap her head around what Flugel was thinking making this tower.
Makes sense. I was hoping she would say at least Shala, because it's not fun for her at all whatsoever.
Noticing that Subaru is keeping his distance, she's like, are you not going to come closer? And he's like, I'm not good with heights, and the safety measures of the balcony look incomplete. And she's like, I'm not going to push you. And hearing that, he's like, you sound just like the original. And this actually, pisses her off in the novel. She's asking to
she's
stop.
Talking about...
She's like, stop lumping me in with this person I know nothing about. Like, stop lumping me in with this witch. And she's like, she calls it annoying.
Right. Oof.
And he reflects for a moment. And he's like, I'll try to fix that. Sorry. I'm pretty sure he does it again, like a page later. By the way.
Of course. Okay. All right.
In the novel, we do see, in the anime, you also see Aridna petting a bird. But in the novels, she pets a bird, and Subaru's like, how can you even do that? Aren't you afraid of them, like, pecking you to death? And she's like, your imagination is a lot more scary than the birds are. And it makes Subaru think about the rabbits. And he's like, I have a lot of bad memories about death, but that memory is particularly bad.
Right. Yeah, sure was. That was fucking... Oof. That was a season 2 thing you just can't forget.
Aridna says that this balcony seems to be Shala's vantage point, which is where she was sniping them from. But also that it isn't facing the direction they came, which means that there are probably a ton of balconies like this along the tower.
Okay. I see.
They talk about the birds a bit. They have no idea what's going on with the birds. They have warmth, and they aren't fake. They are seemingly real birds. Aridna says that she wants to autopsy one, but she doesn't want to strain Anna's body, and she asks Subaru if at some point he can strangle a bird for her. And he's like, I guess if that needs to happen at some point.
Sure, man. Why not?
And I believe there's also like a brief conversation about their food supplies, and Arinda talks about killing the birds for food too, but they don't really talk about that too much.
Right. Okay.
And that's more or less it.
Okay, so there was no cut content in the second half when Julius arrived or anything like that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
I would say it's not really a cut, but like Anastasia was like really afraid of Subaru in the novels. It was not communicated at the same level at all. Like not even fucking close.
Interesting. I really like that detail personally. The knower that can't know. You know what I mean? I think that's really cool. So I mean, I said, I got the point in this episode, but you know.
I don't know if it's in the episode. I haven't watched it with subtitles. Do they talk about, or does she talk about how like she's like, I was guided to this tower that is seemingly revolving around you, and now you are blocking my entrance back into the tower. Is that in there? I
don't think so.
Yeah, it's like a lot more. I don't want to say hostile when they first start talking, but it's a lot. There's bad vibes, man.
Yeah, I don't remember them talking about it. I know she mentioned like after his victories and all that good stuff, Anna couldn't find anything, and then she was like, "Was it a coincidence that you figured out everything on the third floor exam?" And then they talk about the birds, and then he switched gears talking about Lady Anastasia and everything.
Yeah. In the novels, the way she's afraid is she doesn't just like kind of like grip her fist a little bit. She's like clutching her arm in her hand so hard that her fingertips are turning white.
Jeez, man. She's really fucking terrified, bro.
Yeah.
That's... Wow. Now that is an aura monster right there. That's crazy. Okay. Anything else?
I don't think so. If it is, it's like really minor.
Wow, okay. Ironically, probably the least egregious cuts yet, I'd say. Sounds like.
Okay. Yeah, I think episode 3 had worse cuts, honestly. But maybe I'm misremembering another one.
Nah, I don't. I feel like the worst cut we've heard so far is like the mention of the other that the one floor.
Oh, the floors. Fuck, I forgot those are still gone, dude. Fuck me.
Yeah. That's the only thing I feel like you've really been like, what the hell is going on here?
I'm still just sad that in episode 3 they cut Subaru answering Ram's question about why he saved her.
Because that too.
Because like I've seen anime only speculate like, oh, Subaru he meant to save Rem, but he grabbed Ram by accident. And it's like, no. But like I can't be mad because you don't have the tools to be right.
What they don't know won't hurt them, man. They don't know won't hurt them. That's just how it is, man. Okay. Well, I will say I don't think I'm gonna put a number next to this episode.
I gave it a 5, and then I got my medication back, and then it was a 6.
I'm gonna give it Amnesia out of 10. And,
you might come back and change your rating at some point, maybe, depending on how the Amnesia is done.
Depending on how the Amnesia plotline is done, because again, this could either oh my god, bro, it's like we just had the amazing ass speech last season, and then he fucking killed Gluttony, and now we have the new drip, and now he's just like episode 1 all over again, bro. Like, oh my god, next week he's gonna be like, oh, you're an attractive lady. Oh, he's probably gonna talk to Julius and be like, are you my fucking right hand man? Are you my servant? Oh,
he's like, Subaru, I'm your boyfriend.
Like, nah, it's not true. Oh my god, bro. I can't take the distraught Beatrice is about to go through. Like, bro,
this guy's focused all on Betty, bro. It's so fucked up.
Bro, I'm expecting her to have a similar reaction to Julius about like with their connection being weak too. Because he doesn't remember. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, maybe it's not the same. Maybe it's not the same exact thing though. Because again, Gluttony might have ate. Because see, here's the thing. It's not like everybody else forgot who he is. It's just he forgot himself. So maybe not. Maybe I'm bullshitting there. But I just know it's gonna hurt her to basically feel like she's alone again. Fuck, man. can't take this shit, bro. I can't take this shit.
Julius is entirely forgotten, and now so is Rem. Now nobody will know about Rem.
Oh no, bro. Oh no. This ain't gonna work, man. Yo, Tepe, you got like 3 weeks, bro. I'm giving Tepe 3. How many more episodes? We got 4 more.
Four.
Tepe, you got 3. Tepe, you got fucking.
No,
3. You
give
better
him
give
4,
me.
please.
Oh my! I gotta give him to bro. All right, fine. I'll give him the 4. I will give him to the end of this core. This
I know.
cannot drag into core 2, bro. Please, man. Please. We're already gonna have to go on like a 3. How long is our break? Like 3 months this year?
I think it's only 1 month, isn't it?
Damn, is it a 1 month break?
Yeah, it's way better than season 3's, dude. Season 3's fucking annihilated any and all like momentum it had.
I thought season. Oh yes, the momentum wise, okay. But see, I thought season 3 had. See, I guess it's like that's the key difference. We're gonna have more retained momentum, but production wise time, it's not like they get like a large amount, all things considered. But a month is a month. You know what I mean? They can complete it. They can complete an episode in a month. So I mean, hey. I guess my question now is too, is it just Subaru that's going to regain himself this core, or will Julius also regain? And if so,
it's 2 months. What is it?
Is it a 2-month break? I mean, because ReZero, hold on, bro. It can't be. I feel like I was making my summer watch list vid. I'm pretty sure ReZero is still. It's still here. Yeah, it's still in the summer section. So
remember when Jordan thought we were leaving Priscilla by core 2?
Bro. Boy, was I wrong. Pretty sure it's closer to 2 months. Okay. Well, come back in August.
I think it'll help even if it is 2 months. Let's be honest, dude. Season 3's core ender just wasn't good.
Dude, what was the fucking core 1?
This guy doesn't even fucking know what it is. Like, it wasn't that good.
I can't even remember. How did core? Oh, no. The core 1 ended when they all got together and they were talking about taking. Wait, no. What was that core 1's end? How did core 1 end? I can't remember how core 1 ended. Was core 1 when they all got together and they were like, okay, this is the plan, and
it was like plan swap, and then they kicked in the door for Regulus' church.
They kicked in the door. Okay, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, and then the following core. God, that really was a split.
It just wasn't good. Like,
I can't. I feel God. I got you see. I kept thinking that the Wedding Crash episode was the kickoff of core 2, but that was the end of core 1, leading into core 2. Okay, what a weird decision, man.
But I think season 4's core ender should be pretty fucking good, hopefully.
Dude, is it okay? Let me ask you this, man. Then, looking at core 2, bro, is core 2 more? Is core 2 going to be more of the trials, or is like should I expect gluttony? Like, are we getting any confrontation this season or anything like that?
Look, man.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Schultz.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Sure, man. I'll do that. I'm hoping. I'm expecting core 2 to be the action heavier. I mean, I say heavier because of what's being said about who's working on the second half.
Someone says, I kind of wish this was the end of core 1, even though it would be an awful decision. I used to also think that core 1, if there were cores, should probably end with Amnesia, but now that we're here, I'm so glad it didn't. Like, I'm so glad it didn't, dude. I think it's a good idea, but once you actually start watching the episodes, you're like, no, we really need to keep going. Like, you can't just stop at the Amnesia.
Oh my god, bro. I just can't mentally prepare for what next week's about to have, bro. It's like, bro, I swear, bro, if I'm telling you, bro, please do not let Shala and Subaru start flirting, bro. Like, please, bro, please.
He's gonna be mad because he wishes that were him.
Dude, I'm gonna be mad because he's flirting with the person who put a Barrett 50 cal through Beatrice's outfit, bro. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable flirting. So, all this about Core 2. What about Schult 2? Yo, CD, bro. Check your mailbox, gang. Okay. I got something for you, man.
Back when we believed this could be Ep 8 and this wasn't a 19 episode season. Yeah, well, look. What can you do?
How many episodes do we have total this season?
19, bro.
So we're getting an 11 and 8. Wait.
Yeah.
11 and 8. So so Core 2's only 8 episodes?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, they're gonna be fucking zooming then, aren't they?
None of us are happy about it, but you know. We're looking at Core 1 greatness, hopefully, instead.
Oh man. Oh man. They better bring the fucking smoke then, bro. I don't know what to expect for Core 2. I mean, the fact that too that we're probably gonna be going through the trials still by Core 2 as well, like, and I have no idea who the fuck the dragon is. I mean, yes I do, I know who he is, but I have no idea what the deal is about that either. This season, oh man.
Core 2 has like one of my favorite moments of my entire life, but like, what can you do, bro? 8 episodes. What can you fucking do, man?
Dude, let me ask you something, man. What are the chances that moment gets cut?
0.
Okay, it's pivotal. It's pivotal to the story then.
0. What are the chances it's good? Maybe close to 0. No.
50-50, 50-50, right?
Oh,
50-50.
you're optimistic.
Oh, come on, man. They got it, man. They got it, man. You know, they got it, man. I'm sure Hamill's probably in here right now. He's like, shit, dude, I gotta make sure I guess the right moment and pass it along. Be like, yo, we gotta make sure this is right. What if we all ask nicely for more episodes? Yeah, can we just get the EX5 movie first though, before we get more episodes?
An important thing to note is that they have 8 episodes for 2 volumes, which doesn't sound bad on its face, except the volume 24 and volume 25. Volume 25, I think, is like 100 pages longer than other volumes.
Dude, they're gonna be putting fucking 40 pages in an episode. Like, there's no way. Like, I want to imagine like the average episode for ReZero is like 20 page, like 10 to 20 pages. You know what I mean?
You are very wrong.
Seriously?
Yeah, man.
It's like 5 pages.
I think 5 pages. No, I think it's like fucking like 60 to 80, bro. Isn't it?
Per episode.
Yeah, I think you're overestimating how much is on a page.
Bro, maybe I am. Maybe because maybe I'm tripping. Oh god, they just wow.
Because like think of it like this:
pages?
the average ReZero volume has 328 pages, and they do it in 4 episodes, which means it would be an average of like 80 pages per episode. But a lot of them are 100 plus pages.
Oh shit. Okay, bro doesn't read. No, chat. I do read. I'm just, dude. I don't know, chat. It's like, bro, like when you read ReZero, man, you get so fucking absorbed into what's going on. I'm like, man, this is a lot. Like, how are they gonna do it? You know, like that's why I say like EX5, bro. That shit could be like a 3-part movie, bro. Like low key, bro. Like a 2-part movie, bro. There's no way. You know what I mean? Like if that were ever exist, they can't do EX5 in one movie, bro. It has to be like a 2-part movie.
Yeah, 80 to 100.
Like
the longest was I think like 112, 120. Yeah.
Jeez, Taipei be writing, bro. My fucking the most amount of script that I write is like 20 pages for a script, bro. Goodness gracious, Taipei be writing.
Mel, LN25 is 424 pages in Japanese, so it's 100 pages longer than average, which is like
jeez
1/3 longer.
Oh my goodness, he be writing. All right.
Yeah, this dude writes way too fucking much. Like he's gonna hurt himself.
Yeah, he needs to chill. Have a nice little break, you know. Did he drop a chapter the other day too? I feel like he did. I feel like
he's been dropping a lot, man.
Like, yeah, I feel like I saw his tweet. It was like, it's 11:58 here. But hey, go read my chapter. All right, dude, go to fucking sleep. How about that, man? Jesus.
I think he's almost done with the current volume, so he'll go on into hibernation for like 2 months again soon.
Is that what he does?
Yeah, he goes into hibernation for like 2.5 months, and then the deadline starts to creep up on him, so that he writes like the whole volume in like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
I guess that's the planning phase, right?
Let's gotta be something he's doing. Hopefully.
You know, hopefully he isn't fucking drawing Shala. Jesus.
Well,
Wait, can Teppei draw? Does he illustrate anything?
I don't. Not that I'm aware of.
Oh shit. Okay, he really is just straight author or straight written. No visuals. Okay. All right. He's just writing other shit, I imagine. Doesn't Teppei have like another? Does he have another series?
He writes a fuck ton of side stories every like couple of months. So.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if he had like another like actual series. Like I know like the author of like Danmachi also writes Wistoria. You know what I mean?
Sometimes he's doing other stuff. Like you remember when he did the Suicide Squad isekai?
Yeah. He did Vivi as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Way back. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I remember Vivi saying, yeah, that was I enjoy Vivi. That was a good one. Teppei is straight written. Yeah, he's straight written, chat. No illustration, just straight written. Teppei hired Otsuka after he saw his art for Crucian Wilhelm. Okay.
And the world never recovered.
Suicide Isekai was so weird. I couldn't tell it was Teppei. Yeah, I don't think Teppei really knows DC ball, so I just let him cook.
Oh, did you watch it?
You know what? Yeah, I did.
What'd you think of it?
I mean, it was fun because it was a Suicide Squad, but like again, why is Harley Quinn having a like damn near like insane cut beating the fuck out of like goblins and Isekai, bro? Like
Tape writes
it
much
was
more than most web novel authors and generally has better prose than other web novels and is criticized for purple prose often, which if you read novels is very funny. I like Tape's prose a lot, dude. I really do. Like, I think, obviously, later he runs into, like, repetition issues, but, like, because I've talked about that so much, but Arc 6, Tape is a different fucking beast, man. Oh my goodness.
Well, you'll have to see, man. Because I'm right now, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm kind of like, let me show you what I'm doing to him right now. But this is. Hold on, let me.
Jordan.
This is what I'm doing right now to pay, man. This is exactly what I'm doing. Like, yeah, on God, this is what we doing.
Didn't he take a big break while writing Arc 6? Yes. So, I mean, Jordan, you don't know this either, but Arc 6 was written over the course of like 5 years. Because he took multiple hiatuses.
Goodness gracious.
Do you guys know, does ReZeroDB have like the hiatus information, or is that somewhere else? Because like he would like drop a chapter and then go missing for like 11 months. And then he would come back and then he would like drop a couple chapters and then go away for a while. I don't remember when it started though.
That is interesting.
And it's funny because he was like, man, I had all this time to think about Arc 6 and it turned out so well. And I'm like, yeah, so maybe you should stop writing a volume every month or every 3 months. Maybe that'd be a good idea. Why did he go on those hiatuses? I think he was just busy with shit. Because that was when season 1 was in production. So he was probably fucking working overtime, bro.
Yeah, I definitely can see that. Jeez, man.
Really, the hiatus started 6/24. Wow. So yeah, during like episode 5 content is when he started going on hiatuses.
Golly, bro, that had to been.
Yes, he was also writing the LN. He was also writing the light novel, which is how the light novel caught up to the web novel and why things have never been the same, unfortunately. So you would read like a chapter about like Rita Stray or whatever, and then in like the second examination, and then you would have to wait like 11 months for like Julius named.
That is a rough fucking schedule. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So can you imagine? Can you imagine the Amnesia cliffhanger, and then Tape goes AFK for like a year?
Yeah, dude, that would have been my. If I was a reader, bro, that would have been my first like 9/11, bro. Like that. Oh my god, bro. That would have been rough, bro. You're talking about just a trope that I'm already wishy-washy on, and then no answers for that long. Like, oh brother, oh fucking brother, man.
People,
But
people, people love to talk about the Arc 6 hiatuses though, so be prepared to hear about it like every fucking day for the rest of your life. By the way.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What do you mean your first chat? I don't have any like major like L's with ReZero's adaptation so far. Even with the well,
Were you alive when
okay.
9/11 happened?
I was in kindergarten, I think, or like elementary school or something like that.
You're 3 years younger than me, or is it 2?
I'm 24, right? Or 25 right now.
Okay. So you were born the same year as 9/11.
Oh, yeah, I was fucking just shit.
So technically, yeah, this is his first 9/11. He wasn't really like around for the first one, so
Yeah, I was kind of just chilling,
yeah.
you know, with my little bucket on my head, dude.
This guy says, "What are we talking about here? How do you happen to tune in right when we're talking about September 11th, 2001, bro?"
Dude, I don't know, man. Like,
how do you tune in right when we're talking about that?
damn, 25, yo. You calling me old?
He's
Suba
older, by the
Goat?
way. Just so you know, he's older.
Yo, Suba. We got some problems, buddy. Yeah, I'm 25, chat. I'm 25.
Dude,
Problematic age gap relationship happening right now. Hey, leave us alone.
It's such a relief that the Amnesia cliffhanger's not a fucking spoiler anymore, man.
Yeah, I feel like the ReZero community, like the entire last week, was like, it's about to happen. It's coming, guys. Get ready. The real start of Arc 6 is about to begin. And they're just like edging anime only to like not get spoiled, bro. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine, bro. It's definitely one of those moments where it's like people just can't keep it in their pants.
They wouldn't shut the fuck up. I made a post the other day too where I was like, look, people are gonna not like Amnesia cliffhanger. That's fine. Just let them experience it. Just shut the fuck up. So
yeah,
hopefully whatever minor pull that I have can make some people shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to let the story cook. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to. I mean, they spoiled it in the trailer. Which trailer? Oh, you talk about like the last one with the actual OP and ED. I mean, looking at it now, yeah, but
yeah, because like the trailer, like the season trailer was like chock full of like the "Who are you" stuff, and it's like, okay, can you like go a little softer on this, please?
yeah, that's fair. You know, I kind of got like whiff of it.
I know you did.
I didn't know who he was talking.
I know that you got a whiff of it. And I was fucking pissed off because the fucking trailer did that shit.
Yeah, I was, you know, like the trailer ended, and I was like, oh, they got a few more seconds at the end of the trailer, and then I watched it, and I was like, oh, so we're getting some type of.
It was like a few weeks ago. You were talking about like memory loss, and I was like, oh my god, man, he's not supposed to even think about it.
Yeah, that's where I got it from, because she was like, are you sure you don't remember anything? And then like the enroachment on like the screen of like, you know, something's getting cleared out. Like, yeah, I don't know why they.
Trailer pissed me off, bro.
And it was such a good trailer too, like.
Because like you have to think about it, dude. All of us, myself included, I went into Arc 6 having no clue about anything about any memory loss.
Right.
And so then it hits, and I'm like, oh, what? Memories is the main theme of the season, though. Yeah, but you don't know that yet. In a trailer, you're not supposed to fucking know, man.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have guessed that. Like, okay, here's the thing, chat. The only thing going into this season that I initially knew about was that they were going to go get Rem and Julius fixed up. And I know that meant, like, obviously with their memories, but I wouldn't have guessed that, like, that was going to be, you know, like, involved with, like, you know, certain things, the trial, and then, you know, Aridna, and then Subaru losing his. Like, I wouldn't have guessed those things. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have known.
Was Jordan spoiled before the ep? I don't think he's been spoiled on anything, dude. And if anyone ever types anything in chat, I shoot them, so, like, it's fine.
Giga insisting the trailer doesn't have any spoilers because it's out of context. Yeah, I don't think Giga, like, again, fantastic creator, but he's definitely like not prone to the anime community's bullshit. So I don't think he knows how bad like people either don't shut up about it or just underestimates people like just understanding of like trailers and stuff like that. Like, no, fair, like there's spoilers.
To be fair, people who watch trailers are usually bigger fans. Is that true? I feel like all kinds of people watch trailers, for better or for worse.
I think, dude, the current anime space right now, everybody watches the trailer. Okay, it literally gets
Oh yeah,
posted
dude, it's
by.
because you get the reaction channels. Like I reacted to a trailer.
Yeah,
for
that
some reason.
especially. That especially, dude. Like, come on, everybody likes trailers, man.
On Crunchyroll,
I mean, plus,
the season 4 trailer has like 1 million views. I don't even think that 1 million people have read ReZero. I think it's like 6 dudes, and like you're one of them, Dio. So like, I think that's...
yeah, it's that trailer was huge, bro. That trailer was huge. I mean, I think the OP is like the biggest viewed OP this season still too. It has 5.9 million fucking views, man.
It's so good,
5.9 million fucking views. It's beat Wistoria. Wistoria's got 1.2 million. Let's see here. Fucking even with what's the one that the Shonen Jump one that got axed? Kill Blue. Kill Blue had a famous K-pop one. That's at 2 million right now. You know what I mean? Like that, and that's K-pop. You know what I mean? Like ReZero is actually slaughtering this season.
I agree, by the way, too. I don't watch trailers either. I don't watch trailers, but I think a lot of people do.
I have to.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do because I think the average consumer just like doesn't really care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. Yeah, they're only the only time people don't really watch trailers, unironically, has been for like the more like shonen stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even then, I'm like 80% of people do watch trailers. There's like, there's like people like certain reactors, like your boy Roshi, for example. I don't think your boy Roshi watches trailers because he knows there's gonna be spoilers in that joint. Or like Blind Wave. Yeah. I don't think that crew watches trailers. For anime, they watch movie trailers and stuff like that. But for anime, I think they kind of always go in blind because they know that anime trailers have a shit ton of spoilers.
Core 2
and I have to
watch
trailer?
Them. Would Core 2 have a trailer?
Yes, they will.
Season 3 Core 2 had a preview. Maybe not a trailer, but like they had a preview video, didn't they, for Season 3 Core 2?
I feel like they did.
I think so.
I feel like they did.
Maybe I'm stupid.
Let me look. Let me look, bro. ReZero Season 3 Core 2 trailer. We had something, I feel like.
I agree with you, Dio. It's because we're Onk, Dio. I didn't watch a single trailer for Obsession, and I went to watch it in theaters the other day. Oh my god, what a movie, bro! I'm so glad I didn't watch a trailer.
Hold on, we did get a Core 2 trailer. Yeah, we had a minute. It was a minute trailer.
That's right. It came late as fuck. That's so funny.
Yeah, man. I remember that because I was at my grandma's house when you sent me that shit too. It was in the middle of the day. And I was just chilling at her house, and then you sent me it, and I remember there was a whole trailer. Yeah, I see the cuts here. Yeah, that was we're definitely getting a trailer. It's not
OST is Super Mario Galaxy.
A full minute 30 trailer, like a brand new OP. It's probably gonna be the same OP with
new cuts. Was it a trailer or was it just the episode 9 preview?
it was an episode 9 preview. Well, no. I mean, was it episode 9 only? I don't know, like I see the wedding crash, right? And then I see Garfield fighting Kurgan in here too. Then I see Wilhelm. You know what? It probably was episode 9. I think that everybody got the scrapping on that one episode. But like, it was enough though too. You know what I mean? And that's probably gonna be the same thing because you guys are only working with 8 episodes too. So, but I mean, it was enough. You know what I mean? It was enough to get people excited.
It's gonna be tough to make a Core 2. It might just be an episode preview, to be honest.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, bro. Yeah, they might leave. I mean, I think one thing that's kind of rough though. It seems like ReZero is definitely in the position to where they don't get like a new OP and ED. You know what I mean? So like, if it sucks, it's gonna suck for the entire time. If it's good, it's gonna be good for the entire time.
Yeah, It's unfortunate, but at least we got a fucking incredible opening this time around.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I hope they keep that energy going forward, bro. Because if they're gonna only have one, then they need to. Like, I need fucking Valakias to be like, I need that joint to hit, man. I needed to hit. You're going into a whole new country and everything too, bro. Like, come on, dude.
The coming seasons are going to be so interesting because it really is going to be like the first seasons of ReZero where you can get away with cutting stuff, and I don't think anyone's going to complain.
Right.
Because you can tell that the events of the future, some of them, are not in Taipei's outline. Put it that way.
Oh boy.
We can put it that way. So there will be things where we can cut it and it'll be like, that's understandable and probably makes for a better experience.
Right. Yeah, and I'm game for that. I'm
So honestly,
I'm game for that.
before season 4 started, when I wasn't that excited for it, I was more excited for 5 than 4, because I feel like that they're gonna have a lot more room to play around with. Because
Right.
especially 4 is like so important to like arc 6 in general is so important to so many people that there's a lot more that you have to kind of preserve and be careful with.
Right. Right. Yeah, and I understand that, especially with just how, you're dealing with like a very enclosed location too. You're dealing with a very specific set of people going through a very specific set of things that they kind of all share right now. Like, you gotta keep your meat and potatoes kind of intact as much as you can when it comes to that stuff. You know what I mean?
I was not very excited for season 4. Then I watched episode 1 and I was like, that wasn't bad. I was impressed. And then I watched episode 2 and I was like, hey, that was good. What the fuck?
And
And then I watched episode 3 and I was like, oh my god, wait.
Yo,
And then I watched episode 4 and I was like, that was solid, yeah. Like, season 3 wouldn't have been making an episode like that. Then I watched episode 5. And then I watched episode 6 and I was like, dude, that's a great fucking episode. It's weird that 7 didn't come out, but what are you gonna do?
and then we get to episode 7. Yeah, yeah, that's okay though. But yeah, chat. I think that's gonna do it for me this week, chat.
Yeah, man.
I will be on time for the next couple of weeks. I'm sorry for the delay, by the way. I had a graduation to attend to. I'm getting, I'm unk now, so I have to go to other family members' graduations for high school and college. So
It's so
had to go
funny,
there.
dude. It's so funny that the first episode that we ever postpone is the fucking Amnesia cliffhanger. That is hilarious.
Dude, I know. Like, dude, I literally get home and my mom's like, you have to come to this thing tonight. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, we got 5 tickets. And I'm like, I have to go? And she looks at me with the death stare and I'm like, fuck.
That's so funny, dude.
So I was like, yo, listen, I have to go. Like, dude, we didn't get home till like fucking 10 p.m., bro. These fucking graduations, bro. 562 fucking kids had to graduate yesterday. And then we parked in like a parking lot to get a shuttle to the venue area. So we had to wait for all the buses to come back. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. And then I had to go eat at Waffle House. That was the only fucking place open by that time we got done. Then I came home and watched the episode.
Amnesia cliffhanger drops and now we start going on hiatuses. Welcome to arc 6. Yeah, pretty much.
Nah, chat, no more surprises. I'm coming straight home for the rest of the season. I can promise you that. So we are all good. That was the only thing that genuinely just caught me off guard.
Jackal, thank you for coming out too. I appreciate it. I see your comments every video. I appreciate your comments every video. Reminds me that not all anime onlys are lost. I appreciate that.
Not all anime onlys are lost. That's a real statement, man. That's so real.
Why are people upset with the ep? I mean, I think upset is a strong word. Except for Ice. Ice was crashing out, but I don't think most people are upset. I didn't like me. I'm not upset. It's just like this is not a very good episode, which is fine. I'll live. Like we dropped heat with like 2, 3, 6. 4 was good. 1 was good. Whatever, man. It's fine.
Yeah, we have them. We all have them. You know what I mean? Every season's got them, Chad. Every season's got them. So it's just the ebb and flow of presentation, animation.
It's funny. It's like every time like I criticize episode 7, people make it out that I'm like losing my fucking mind. I'm really not that bothered by it. Like, it's just not a good episode, and that's okay. I'll live.
Right. Yeah. My only thing is really just like I don't like the plot. I don't like the trope, but I'm gonna have to let Tepe do what he do with the trope, and then he may make it good, and then I'll be like Tepe cooked, and we can move right along. No problem. I just after coming so far, man, I'm just like, man, do we really want to do this with him of all people?
Cause like as hamming it up to Rage Bay anime glazers. Have I ever hammed it up about episode 7? I'm pretty sure I've only said like, it's not very good, but it is what it is. What if it's a great episode and you're just a doomer? Have you ever thought about that? I'll consider that, yeah.
Many such cases, bro. That's how they did him in MHA, bro. I'm not sure vividly, bro. That Shigaraki season 5 finale episode in Villain Academia, and you were like, that fucking destruction of Deku City could have been more.
At least for like the MHA days, I understand it more because I was more combative with people. I don't regret it, but like I was fighting people in the streets. It's like so crazy how passionate people are about like my anime takes on ReZero because like I don't really, I just go good episode or I go like could have been better. It's like really all I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You know what era we're in, man. We're in an era where
Yeah,
you just can't criticize to save your life, man. If you do, you have to phrase it in like you have to phrase in like the delicate wording that I be using. You know what I mean? Where it's like
yeah.
I'm saying it, but like it doesn't really come off like that. I speak like a fucking like actually kind of guy. You know what I mean? When I criticize stuff, so everybody's like calm, but I don't know, man. People are just so damn
Yeah.
tight. It's like you can dislike stuff, man. You don't like. I think the thing is about too is that anime fans, man, they always feel like they need to understand somebody's criticism or they need to like meet you halfway. You don't gotta meet anybody halfway, man. Like if they don't like it and you loved it, who gives a fuck,
some
man? Like
guy,
that was
some
the whole
guy,
thing about MHA.
some guy commented on my episode 7 video. He was like, "I'm so surprised by your review. I'm disappointed that, like, I'm disappointed in you for not liking it." I'm like, "Huh? Is it that
Yeah,
serious,
but I don't
bro?
even know you. I don't even know you,
I've
man. Like
never fucking seen your name before. What do you mean you're disappointed in me? Like, like you're my fucking dad."
Caper said, zoom into the Jordan jacket if possible. Smile. What's on my jacket? What did you put on my jacket?
It's the emblem, I think, on your arm. You see it? I just zoomed in. It might take a second for the delay.
What emblem is this? Is this? Oh wait, Caper, is that? Caper, is the cube? Is it the World Trigger cube? No way, Caper. No way. Look at me, dude. I'm so fucking dripped out, bro. Gosh, damn. Look at me, bro. World Trigger cube, dude. Caper, I
In
love
air
you, man.
quotes.
Thank you.
Just like the quote Jordan shit.
Oh, thank you, Caper. I like that detail, dude. I'm going to MomoCon with a World Trigger shirt, dude. I'm gonna be like the 1% that nobody knows what I'm wearing. It's gonna be great.
It's the difference between a formalistic and preference critique. I'd be interested if you could expand on that, because I would like to hear what you're talking about.
Jordan has also failed me personally by making fun of our cool Schultz theories. Yo, Captain K, bro, I am not getting gaslit into thinking that Schultz is.
I think my
Jordan is a Yuri fan. I am.
I think my standards are kind of low for anime episodes for novel adaptation, so an average episode is pretty good to me. Fair enough. Can't blame you. I was excited to see the balcony scene, and then I watched it. I literally like remember like the smile fading from my face as I watched it, because I was just like, this isn't that good. I mean, it's fine though, but like it's not that good.
I miss the old Jordan. I literally have not changed.
Yeah, you did. You have a jacket now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Shit.
You fucking
Wait till what?
dummy.
Dude, chat. Wait till my fucking Valakia season fit, baby. Oh my god. I'm gonna cook. Dude, I'm gonna have like, oh man, dude, just wait, chat, just wait. I'm gonna be the most majestic fucking Barney you guys ever saw in your life, man. Jordan, do you have any tattoos or plan to get any? I don't have any tattoos. I may get one someday. I just haven't decided. Like, for a long time with MHA, I wanted like a one for all tattoo, but I was like, nah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I ran into some guy at the mall who had like a full All Might sleeve.
Jesus. I think Jay has a Deku sleeve, I think too.
This was during like the start of the Final War, I think. I ran into him at the mall and he had a fucking sick ass like full like All Might sleeve. I was like, dude, that's awesome. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, the All Might one goes hard, man.
And he started talking to me. He started talking to me because I had my Dobby and Toga shirt on.
And you have to sit there and listen, knowing that you don't fuck with it anymore.
Yeah, it's okay though. I know how to navigate those conversations. It's all right.
Yeah, no, I get it. You're like, yeah, man. Just kind of nod, like the
smile, nod, yeah. Yeah. I still wear my Dobby and Toga shirt too, so it's gonna happen again someday. Someone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you like MHA?" And I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping MomoCon has some good merch, bro. I need a little bit of everything. Give me some. I'm gonna spend at least like 200. Oh,
your tattoo sounds cool, and then you think about it. There's nothing to get tattooed.
I need to get a ReZero shirt too. Actually, I need to go hunting for that.
Dude, the fucking Aldebaran figure behind my monitor is so cool.
Oh, that's right. I need to hit up Garkar, bro. Like, yo, show me the Show me the Japanese shirts and extra large there, and see what you can send
I
me.
wanted to. I forgot to mention earlier. Someone in chat said that you're gaslighting because actually you have changed. You're a year older than last year, and they called you Gordon, and I thought that was really fucking funny. I thought that was really fucking funny, dude.
Well played, whoever said that. Well played. I love the Aldebrand oil art.
Yeah, dude. Garkar sent me the owl figure, which I love. The owl figure is awesome. He also sent me like a fan art book, like a copy of a fan art book that he gave the top A.
Oh, that's sick, man.
I have like one of the pieces of art also behind my monitor. I can't show it to you, unfortunately, but
That's
it's
fair.
fucking
That's
awesome.
okay. That's peak, but yeah, I'm at hit up Garkar. Be like, what can you get me related to World Trigger or Yosefam? Let's negotiate. Cause dude, I can't find shit over here. Like I'm lucky enough to find the World Trigger shirt that I did.
Dude, World Trigger merch in America? Like I don't even know if that
Dude,
shit is real.
It's not existent, bro. Like I'm hope, dude. If this reboot don't get the attention it deserves, bro. Like it's raps for over here. I'm gonna have to start doing illegal shit, bro.
Whoa, whoa,
And
whoa, whoa.
just get it sent over. You know what I mean? Somehow, or you know, I'm gonna have to do something, man. I'm gonna have to do something. Walt Trigger and the big 2020. You damn right. I got a video
Whoa.
coming out next week about it.
Formal and preference
That's a
are
nice
different
whopping
in that
20.
one
Formal
is a
and
technical
preference are
analysis
different
and the
in the
other
one-
is
and that
about the
one
content of
It's
the
a
art.
technical analysis.
Example,
and
I
the other
recognize the
is about
craft
the
of the
content
Godfather,
of the
but
art.
it doesn't
Example,
do
I
much for
recognize
me.
the craft of
Sorry
the
if not
Godfather, but
clear.
it doesn't do much for me. Sorry if not clear.
No, I
Well, that
agree.
makes sense.
I agree with that kind of stuff. When people are like, "Well, I know it's objectively good because of these metrics that are not objective and are actually results of like hundreds of years of like Eurocentric processes." It just wasn't for me. Well, know that it's not objectively good. You can just call it not good. It's okay.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah. I definitely get that. Like it's like you hear about like a notorious like director, for example, right? And it's like everybody's like, oh, he's the best around, but it's like, yeah, he's probably fucking good, but like his movies just might not move you. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean, Cro-Magnon Man. I was expounding on it. Also, Jordan was reading it because he can't hear the TTS because he's on Discord. That's why he was.
Yeah, I
reading
have it muted, chat.
So-
I have it muted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear myself and Asa talk at the same time we're talking, so I have it muted. I can't copy and paste this argument to what I think. Yeah, that's fair, Dio. Yeah, because like growing up, I would hear like Evangelion is like the best fucking piece of fiction. But if I watched it at 12 years old, I would have thought you were crazy. It's not until I watched it when I was like 23 that I finally understood. Because Evangelion, in my opinion, is a show that you shouldn't watch when you're a kid. You really need to be like old, like kind of like old enough
Thank
and
you for the
mature
20, by the
enough
way.
and like good amount of literacy, like not even trying to gatekeep. Like you can't watch Evangelion without like really kind of like trying to apply yourself to it, because it's really like a deep show in different categories and areas. You know what I mean? Like you just won't.
I never
You
seen
just
it.
won't care. Yeah, it's a good show. They get the main anime, you get the one movie, and you get the rebuilds. But it took me like 3 months to get through it all, to really take my time and digest. Or 2 months. But it's up there for a reason, as they say. But yeah, funny about Evangelion, I think it's better when you're 14 and thought it aged poorly. See, that works too. Yeah. But chat, I think it's gonna do it for me. It's going on
He's
7
trying to
over
leave
here,
so hard,
so
dude.
I am.
I'm gonna get the fuck
Nah,
out of here.
dude. My fucking food is getting cold again. My dad brought home food and I smell it downstairs and it's just getting cold. Fuck me, man. It always happens to me. So, chat, I'm gonna get on out of here. We'll be on time next week. As always, it's been a pleasure.
Whoa.
Brother HS, you take it from here.
Have a good
Someone
day,
donated, "Have a
Asa
good
and
day."
Gaslighting Gordon.
They
If
say,
you
"Have a
see
good day,
white
Gaslighting
bird,
Gordon."
Remember that Schalt is watching.
He wants you to know that if you see a white bird, it's Schult. Schult is
Yo,
watching.
Captain K, I will be outside your door in like 5 minutes, okay? Goodbye.
Thank you for the 10. Bye, Jordan. Also, when will you watch Evangelion? I've actually, it's like kind of on the list. I thought maybe, because you know how I'm doing the thing where like I'm gonna read Hunter x Hunter and make videos about it as I read it or whatever, assuming I want to when I actually read it. I was thinking about doing the same thing for Evangelion, but I don't know. It's not like super high on the list, to be honest. Guys, volume 23, dude. Volume 23 on the way. Who is ready to form and join this suicide cult? Get this fucking Barney off my screen. There we go. I don't want to steer anime only's expectations in any certain direction. So if you want to tune out now, you can. I'm not gonna spoil or anything. But if you don't want your expectations to be altered at all, I'm gonna say something. Volume 23 was like one of the best things I've ever read in my fucking life, dude. Like, actually. When I was first reading ReZero, I was doing like a couple, like 2 or 3 web novel chapters a day, and then I'd come back, 2 or 3 web novel chapters, go to the next day. Volume 23, I read the whole fucking thing in one sitting, dude. It's so good, man. Oh my god, I can't wait for Jordan to see this shit. I really, really can't. Have you read Slime, though? I watched a few episodes of Slime, and it was so agonizingly boring. So, I'm sorry. No, I haven't. Was such a... Oh my god, Subago, I forgot you were there, weren't you? There's so few people left that were there when I actually first read Arc 6. It's astounding that ReZero actually has genuine motion right now. We started getting motion with the OP, and then we got a little bit more with episode 3. I think we got like a fraction more with episode 6, unfortunately. I don't think it resonated with anime onlys as much as it did someone like me. The cliffhanger though, yeah. Man, those vids take me back. They're so bad, dude. Fucking hate those Arc 5 videos. I'm sorry, I know a lot of you guys enjoy them. I really don't like them. I didn't even like them that much when I made them. I can't wait, man. I can't wait for volume 23. For those curious, the episode 7 video is doing so much better than the other episode videos, it's not even funny. It's not even funny, dude. In the first 1 day and 7 hours, which is right now, the episode 1 video had 7.5 thousand. The episode 2 had 7.9 thousand. Episode 3 had 15k. Episode 4 had 9.8 thousand. Or, no, 10.9 thousand. 5 was 9.8k. Episode 6 was 16.1 thousand. Episode 7 is 22.7 thousand. It is dog walking the other ones. Maybe that's partially because of the thumbnail, I don't know. The thumbnail is pretty fucking funny, but the episode 7 video is like nutting all over the other ones. Episode 8 will have 30k because of how peak it is. I hope, man. I read the content for episode 8 yesterday. Oh, fuck, it's so good. Oh, fuck. I love volume 23, bro. It's so good. Oh, it really takes me back. I'm gonna reiterate, too, I haven't seen Ice's post. I haven't read it. So... I don't know the contents of the episode or anything. I know he likes it. That's about all I know, though. Open Twitter, look in my mentions. Are you a femboy, Asa? Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Oh... How caught up are you on the web novel? Wherever Witch Cult Translations is, that's where I am. So I've read chapter 16 of Arc 10. So I'm behind, what is it, like 4 or some shit? Wait, you read the content of the ep, but you don't know the content? I usually just guess. I just like guess how much it's gonna cover, and I'm usually more or less right. If I don't really know where it's gonna end, I just kind of like... I make a couple of endpoints, possible endpoints in my mind, and I just read all of it. As I saw, you finished the infamous Volume 6 of Fire Punch? No thoughts yet. I want to see more. I'm letting it... I'm seeing where things go. But I've been liking Fire Punch, yeah, it's pretty good. Phase 2 is going to be finished for next stream. Jeez. It's crazy because I'm seeing real world motion for episode 7 too. IRL friends started reading and a few people spoke in the watch along Discord who literally haven't been with us since season 2 during COVID. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Is DanDaDan better than Fire Punch? No. How's the JJK video coming along? I wrote the pre-Shibuya section and the Shibuya section yesterday. So I have to write all about post-Shibuya, which is going to be a whole different fucking can of worms, right? Talking about everything before Shibuya and talking about Shibuya, I'm on page 9, which is about like 20 minutes of video around there or something. So this might be a bigger one than I was expecting. When the stimulant hits, bro, things get crazy. I gotta talk about post Shibuya, and I gotta talk about Medulo too. So I have no fucking idea how long this is gonna be. Well, guys, thanks everyone for coming out. We liking JJK more than DanDaDan? Ooh, that's a tough one. I think in totality I like DanDaDan more than JJK. Not that I'm really a big fan of DanDaDan, but DanDaDan's recent arc is not exceptional. Thanks everyone for coming out. I appreciate it. I'm gonna switch my new video to go live right now. After this... Actually, no, let me just do it fucking right now. Fuck this. Thanks everyone for coming out. Make sure you go check out my new video. Yippee! It's about romance. I talk about DanDaDan in it, which was apparently a hot topic this stream. I talk about ReZero in it as well, if you want to hear me talk about that. Please watch the video. Please, please, please. 83 views in 5 seconds. It counts the members only views too, so don't worry about that. Thanks everyone for coming out. I appreciate it. We'll be back next week. Probably on Wednesday. Hopefully. For episode 8. And I can't fucking wait for volume 23. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, so you can get episode videos, all kinds of stuff like that. You get the stream notifications, you get the episode video notifications. You can become a YouTube member. You get early videos. You get the cool badges in chat. You get the emotes. Join the Discord if you want to. I'm indifferent about that one. Thanks everyone for coming out. See, I'm posting the video again. Even if you don't care about what I'm talking about in the video, watch it, please. Please, Speed, I need this. My mom's kind of homeless. Okay, bye, everyone. Goodbye, Dio.